step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flash, just clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass, everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press, one move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Feel it in your chest now, slow, everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie, yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside.
burn. Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Cold wind through the street. Every step's feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest. Every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar crying a minor key. Something out there watching me. Feel it close but I can't see. Just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove but it feel off. Same road but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. This for the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no hype, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. to the light. 2K, that's life. Yeah, we built this side by side. We rise, hear the crowd, feel the vibe. This time, thank you all for the ride. Every view, every name, every face, every moment you stayed. When it felt like it wouldn't break, you the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real. Still the same, still the feel. We done, we just reveal what we building, what we will. Never fall, never fade. Stay. Stand is the path that we made. We rise. We rise. We rise. All night. All night. We rise. We rise. Side by side. Side by side. From the dark to the light. 2K, that's life. Yeah, we built this side by side. We rise. Hear the crowd, feel the vibe. This time, thank you all for the ride. It's just the start. You feel it changing, don't you? Blue light bleeding through the haze, slow shift in the way you place. Every step rearrange the space, like the world don't feel the same. Something turning in the air.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here with Dumple Druid once again as we bring you the first and actually one of the more exciting matches we've had recently in the AFL. It's Evil Inc. up against Equinox, and somebody here has a particular vested interest in a squad. So we'll try our best to keep the commentary non-biased. We will try not to get too upset, and we'll try to make sure that it's as fun for you as possible according to those guidelines. Dumple, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm alright. So
let me ask you have a vested interest in one of the squads.
Yeah, true. Okay. So let me ask you the obvious question then that follows up. Which team did you vote for in the poll to win? Evil Inc. or Equinox?
Play the hero.
Definitely Equinox, 100%. Guaranteed.
Yeah, Equinox. They in terms of their banning phase, is pretty strong right now. And it appears that teams are actually starting to leave Paquito open because of the Esme pick. Or actually, no, Esme is banned. Phobius is banned. Paquito is left open. There's no counter to him now.
My blood boils until the day.
So do you think it's going to be easy win for your vested interest team?
Well, if you think about it, right, if you can't hard counter Paquito, I'm not saying that you can't stop him, obviously it depends on play style and a good few other things like decision making, etc., right? But it just becomes that much more difficult to deal with because it's a Paquito.
That is fair, that is fair. Depends on how the Paquito plays the game, though.
Yeah, true.
He could be stuck in lane, or we know. He could decide, hello, I just want to chill in the lane, I want to clear.
But it is eye madness on the Paquito. But then also he's up against Gosu Okado. That's going to be a very interesting matchup.
100%, both very good players.
They are. And
the Bellman in lane, though?
He's not a bad laner. I mean, there's obviously better laners than he does have, like his abilities, right? But like, if you think about it, right, he's actually not bad in lane. Because if you second skill into somebody, it gives you that, or gives them like a defensive decrease, like a debuff. And every time he kills a minion in wave, he gets, I think, 5% of his max HP back for each minion.
Do you think that is good enough to handle the Paquito? The Bellman? Of all things.
Well, it should provide you with certain amount of sustain, because he does have like natural tankiness as well. So, but we'll focus on that a little bit, and just we'll see. Right, like Paquito is obviously going to be having a better time, right? We expect him to clear lane faster, make those rotations. You could even see why Rikugan decides to go with the Zetian pick. It's just to make sure that that burst potential that can come out from Paquito gets negated somewhat, simply by having passive available, to just sort of push him back.
100%. Is that a Natalia in jungle? Surely not.
No. That's just the usual Dark Knight thing to do, which is just flash the hero on screen. Give some mages.
The game just lags and forces him on it.
Yeah, you never know. He likes to give some mages some PTSD before the actual selection. Now, in terms of the banning phase, I mean, the last phase from both the teams was kind of clever. Banning out the Moskov, banning out the Claude. Will we see the side of Equinox go in for carries hard counter with the Clint?
Possibly. Leslie's also quite good to carry, especially with the laning phase.
Leslie, even Brody as well.
Yeah.
The clouds are ever
I think most marksmen will outrange carry.
Yeah. So, most marksmen outrange carry. It's just if you're like low mobility, like Clint does deal with carry quite nicely, but the range would be a better option. But Virus locking onto the Sora pick, very interesting. So this is going to be a Paquito jungle by the looks of it.
Not surprised. Virus likes to do some weird things in jungle.
And Silver Surfer is trying to name and shame you in the chat, calling out real names and everything there.
Okay, hobby.
Yeah, with the Mockingbird is using your 2 rand for hope. So it's 2 rand bet for Evil Ink to win.
Let's go, Mockingbird.
Oh, so I thought you were picking Equinox. Interesting slip of the tongue there.
It is what it is.
So the drafts have
I have to support my vested interest.
Yeah, your vested interest, 2 rand. So the drafts have been decided upon. Hanabi, the pick from Equinox, Omoyari. I mean, that Moskov ban wasn't just like a good ban for dealing with carry. It's also a respect ban onto Omoyari with that Moskov. Like, this guy is the best Moskov I've seen in the entire tournament so far, right? Maybe the best Moskov in our server. I know a lot of people were making an argument or making a case for this and saying, hey, this guy could be the best Moskov player in our server. If that's true, there's a couple of other people I can think of that can, contest for that spot as well. But let's get to see. Very interesting here from the Belmont. He's going in deep. He's going to get stunned up and controlled. He's trying to use the vengeance, but he's up against 3 monsters as Kufra tries to go in with a save, and Virus with he sticks his tongue out there. I don't know what you think about that. Disrespect.
I think it's very cute.
Oh, I see. Any particular reason for that?
Yes. Listen. I've trained Virus since he was a wee lad in MLBB. He is my vested interest, so yes.
Well, it's good to
Do you
know.
want me to teach you guys? 50 Rand an hour.
Yeah, so it's
If I like you, I'll give you a discount, 150 Rand an hour.
Coach Dimple Druid, right? Is in charge of Evil Inc. and their strategies. As lovely stun coming in from Doof. As there's the Kadita play from Super Juju, who this guy's Kadita is quite deadly.
Most of these mages are quite deadly. Plays mage quite well. His decision making, positioning, very good.
Yeah, agreed. As now Doof goes in once more, just trying to force out those shields and maybe the Aegis from Omuyari on the Hanabi, because Hanabi really does need that Aegis to be able to do anything.
To some
Yeah.
especially against the carry.
Yeah. Though Carrie is just, she did manage to zone Berry away from one minion wave, but once more, it's Doof who's providing that level of vision, as now Berry just wants to, he knows he's going to have the space to start dominating. It's time for this first turtle of the match, as there's Madness into the back line. He's diving through. He's got the Thunder God first. He gets the setup as Evil Inc. already 2-0 back with the full-on combination onto Jumi, forcing him back. But there's the knock-up. Do we see the follow-up? Rough Waves now being committed as Akado might be the next to fall. He's sort of sustaining through this. It does have a lethal counter available if he uses it, but that survivability from the 2 members of Evil Inc. is just there, just enough to be able to escape all that disaster. Quite a strong start here for the side of Evil Inc.
Yeah. Always ever so aggressive.
Well, it's the style of play that works now, the aggressiveness.
No, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Doof plays his excessively aggressive.
Exactly. Now there's Doof made his movement across that did give the room for a bit of a mini jungle invade, as Suyu trying to get in onto a Virus here, who does lose out on his buff. Suyu with the retri and the objective steal. This is gonna big force the plays, but Suyu gonna get hunted down. The stun comes through onto Hanabi, who's gonna try to escape with this as well. But there's a knock up, there's a control. Rough Waves. We see the dive underneath the turret. It's gonna be Juju who picks up the next kill, and this is going to be 8-0 going the way of Evil Inc. They're in a very, very strong position, and I mean this is against a strong squad as well. Equinox is no laughing matter. This is a very, very strong team. Now the continuation of the pressure here, Doof just allowing for that little bit of space for Carrie to melt down as much from that gold shield as she possibly can. What are the side of Equinox going to be doing at this moment? They really need to slow this game down.
To be fair, it's not even 5 minutes. Have a fair bit of time to do something, to pull up a miracle.
Yeah. Nice stun coming in from Doof, and as they secure the kill there, the Rough Waves damage output, it's actually the highest burst skill of any hero in the game. Yeah, and speaking of bursts now, there's a potential setup here onto Okado, who's already used the Vengeance. Virus wants to go for the chase down, but needs to get those skills up, as Eye Madness just zones Zetchian away from this particular fight. So they are holding onto their skills somewhat, Evil Inc., just to make sure that they have a certain degree of discipline. They want to hunt out Dark Knight on the Suyu. He has the mobility, trying to dash through Zetchian. Oh, what a Fury of the Phoenix! A lethal counter comes in as they get a lovely set up the side of Equinox. Quick 2 kills and the turtle. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off, but they did pick up the turtle with that bit of play. Nice synergy from them, and this gives them the options here to actually go in and potentially get a reduction on the gold lead, as Okado is underneath the turret, and Juju's trying to dance away from this, but Okado, he gets the pickup kill, and that's going to be Equinox getting themselves into a little bit of momentum sort of going here.
The positioning on that Suyu is really good.
Yeah, it was. Nice dive through. He did bait out quite a bit of skills. The teams followed up very, very, very quickly. But that was like a big blow up in there. I suppose it was maybe everybody hunting down the Suyu and like the lack of vision for the follow up to that engagement that did cause a little bit of a problem for Evil Inc. But they still have a 1k gold lead. They still want to maintain this pressure and now be being forced out with the ages. But there's what a fatal links! The light wheels come out. Jumi does ram the Tyrant's Wrath on to bury into the back line. There's the Fury of the Phoenix being committed by Zetian just to allow the rest of the team to disengage. But nice pickup here in the mid lane. This did create space for Madness, who takes down the first turret of the game. Quick rotations here from the side of Evil Inc. as they go in. Virus with a lovely wave cut here, as a carry should be able to take down yet another turret. The defense being mounted. Madness, he goes in with the combination play there with the Kadita, but that's just to make sure that they can get that mid lane priority. Virus waiting for that perfect camp out there. He's going to go in and Suyu gets the knock up, but just doesn't have the damage output just yet. It needs a little bit more control if you're Paquito up against a Suyu. Suyu's a bit of a slippery customer.
Oh yes, 100%.
And there's that Belmont play as now Belmont trying to get a reposition, but Carrie, she's in this team fight. She's starting to hurt. The turtle is quite low. Suyu wants to try to get in close to this, but Virus, he gets the retry secure, and now they're going to be the pickups into the backline. Virus diving in onto Ocado. It's Madness diving in onto Ocado, and he gets the double kill there. Actually, from the movement, I thought it was Paquito, because there was like a couple of dashes. I'm like, wait, does Paquito
now you can
dash
make one
like
of your
that?
old jokes. No, now you can make one of your old jokes.
My old jokes. Wow. I could, but since you killed the buzz, I decided not to.
Don't lie, you had no joke available. It's okay, happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but you see, the killing the buzz was the joke. Haha, so joke's on you.
I wish that I could freeze the picture.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think we're on the wrong VC. We're on the open VC where everybody wants to come and join us and sing.
That was a little bit weird.
But well, maybe it's part of whole SA's Got Talent. Who knows? We give our singer a golden mic. How many golden mics would you give the singer that we had?
I'd give them a wooden mic,
Oh.
but an A for effort.
A for effort. You heard it. You heard it here first. A for effort. Now, as things are, I'm actually looking at the split coming through from Evil Inc. They're forcing the side of Equinox to stick into like sort of a 4-1, and they do need somebody to sort of split push. Now, if you're on the side of Equinox, who would you get to split push? Would it be the Belmont, because he does have mobility and he can stay fairly safe, or should you just prior it onto the Suyu?
I think I'd go with the Suyu as opposed to the Belmont.
Because he's going to need the ability to at least contest retry-wise. Because there is a level gap, at least a 1 level gap between Paquito and Suyu at this moment in time. And, Sora is just hardcore engaging onto him here just to make sure that there's going to be no way to contest for this Lord, as they are allowing Evil Inc. are allowing Carrie to actually continue with this Lord all on her own, because Carrie is a Lord melter. And the rest of the team are in that zoning position, though I think they Equinox do realize that this is going to be a problem. Super Juju just spamming that rough waves to escape the attentions of everybody, because you can use it as a defensive spell to escape.
I think it was unnecessary there, though. I don't see its purpose there, to be honest.
Now, Dark Knight trying his
Maybe
best.
it was destruction.
Yeah. It's his positioning was right for a mage around the objective, especially if it's a Kadita. You're gonna have to be a little bit deeper with your wave or your positioning. But so far, it seems like Evil Link, they do have a decent wave equilibrium. But there's a dive here underneath the turret onto Ocado. It's godlike for Berry as the final bits of those last of those light wheels do hit out. That they want to try to pressure in these tier 2 turrets. They should be able to take down all of them. But it'll prove to be difficult to crack open the base, especially considering the Holy Waves are still up and running, or the Holy Shields, should I say, are still available to provide that degree of protection. But Evil Link not playing around this time, because the last time we got to see them on screen, they were going for a skin draft.
They were enjoying, I don't know what they were enjoying, but they were enjoying something. When you interview them, you must ask.
Yeah, when we do those interviews. The Holy Shields still stand for the side of Equinox. It was a decent defense, considering. Pride, how are you? Well, these kids is just giving me a shout out. For once, no one is giving Jumple a shout out. Somebody's actually talking to me. How nice is that?
Pride is the one who wants to do the Zilong Gold?
Yes.
How did that go? I hope it went well.
Well, if Yum, I do tend to agree. Oh, lovely play from the side of Evil Inc., but the counter engages on here as they take out 2 in quick response. Now the rest of Evil Inc. want to come rushing through. There's the fatal links into the rough wave combinations. Paquito is in the backline, but he's going to take a lot of damage from this Belmont Ocado. They're just tanking through everything and forcing them back, but they did get a one more kill in response. Oh, look at the sustain here from Belmont. He was just like at no health.
Diabolical.
And this is...
Can you judge me for saying Belmont is a good... What? Lord Secure or Turtle Secure?
You know, he is. That lethal counter is a solid one. It is. Now, with Atlas there though, it might be like the target priority needs to obviously be onto the mage and marksman, but it's so difficult to do that with the Hanabi because she's got that natural purify. A nice play from Ocado as he baits out the rough waves, knowing that the Lord is going to be up. So the side of Evil Link, this is not going to be an easy contest for this Lord. They do have a bit of a slow push going. Look at the control. Oh, they do manage to get the kill, but the light wheels from Carry is really melting through everybody. Can they get the stop? Carry picking up the double. Oh my goodness. Berry positioning there just right. And the thing is, right, in these sorts of situations, you are going to lose somebody. When it's good teams facing one another, it's not going to be an easy walk in the park where you're just going to be able to get out of every engagement without losing anyone, right? But Mage... dying and having enough time to respawn as the Lord will spawn up, but allowing for a potential counter engage to come in that got them a comfortable Lord is not a bad option.
Fair. You got to sacrifice for the cause.
Exactly.
Sacrificing the mage, though, I'm going to have to disagree there. Should not be the one that's been sacrificed.
Why? It's because that's what they do to you? They make you sacrifice your life?
No, my team has never done that shit. They will sacrifice themselves first.
Oh, so they're supporting you. Nice wave equilibrium from the side of Evil Inc. They get the Lord charged in, but just not enough minion waves to be able to get the lock on. As Gary is frontlining quite a little bit here. But the side of Equinox, I mean, their defense so far has been kind of tight. Dark Knight was chased down by the Sora, but there's Atlas is into the backline. He does get the fatal links, but that was just to create the space to be able to take down a tier 3 turret. But Sora, he gets a bit of control onto 2. The light wheels does come out, but this time around, Belmont able to tank through it. Potential now to get at least another tier 3 turret, but I don't think once more that Evil Inc. will be able to end this. The defensive capabilities from the side of Equinox, they're standing strong.
That Hanabi as well with the clearing is going to be very, very easy to defend.
Massive weight clear. I mean, Zetian's no slouch at it. Belmont as well. So the side of Evil Inc., they're going to have to do what they're currently doing now, which is the lane freeze, maybe get a push onto one of them occasionally, but just to try to provide a certain amount of vision for themselves. I mean, if you're looking at the side, both teams setting up in like sort of a camping position on opposite ends of the jungle. Suyu using himself as bait, but it's only Madness, or iMadness is moving across to deal with this. Now we could see the potential counter engage coming through. There's the control onto Belmont, the fatal links. Oh, we see the rough waves blowing up the Belmont, and that's Belmont taken down. Zetchin with the fury of the Phoenix is the counter engage, but Hanabi, she really is doing the damage, but it was not on to Berry as Virus comes in with the pickoff, and that's a 3-for-2 trade-off with the ability to actually lock onto the base. Suyu and Zetchin want to try to clear the waves, but there's just so much minions as the hard focus is on there. Paquito just forces Suyu away as Carry melts down. The first base, the first game, the first blood going the way of Evil Inc. And there's a big smile on Temple Druid's face.
Oh, me never. Could never be me. I was just testing out the caster's curse, you know? I wanted to see if I voted for Equinox if heals. So technically, Evil Inc.'s victory should go to me.
Technically.
I'm the one who guaranteed their victory.
I see. So if Equinox's fans and members want to ever take it up with Temple Druid, you know, you'll find her contact details in the title description.
Oh, Lord. My in-game name is actually Doofenshmirtz, so if you ever wanna, you know, just find me.
Alright, so we just got the swap outs for the teams. Once again, you know, in these moments after the game ends, there's usually a very quick strategy discussion before they actually press the ready up button.
What do you think their strategy discussion for Equinox would be?
Actually, what I was going to ask you was... because since you play in tournaments, you're in a team that's in a very strong position to clutch out the national team trials, team selection. My question to you is, in these moments in time, right? Let's say you guys played and you lost the first game. What do you do in these team talks? Give us some pro tips here.
I mean, what can you do? You motivate. Our captain motivates us. Our coach says it's okay. Cool. One loss, move. You know, there's nothing. You can't sit and cry about it. You just gotta do what you do best and play. Mm-hmm. Each game is different, but you can't let it get in your head.
Agreed. Because I mean, you do notice, like, or at least some of you who actually do the jobs of referees. I get to hear occasionally the interesting discussions that go on in those. Lobbies there, the VCs for each of the teams that it's on the Waylander Gaming Discord, so you know you can always get to do that. And you know, there is some sort of not all teams, granted, right? But some teams have that bit of a fight going. It's just like, oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I'm in agreement with you. It's like, what's done's done. After the game is all over and the matchup is done, you know, you can go and review and actually say, all right, you should have done this or I should have done that, and then fix your mistakes. Because I mean, game review is very, very important, but in the midst of the match, you just got to focus on what's coming up.
100%. And I think the focus of the discussion at this point is more, what are we going to ban, how are we going to redraft, what gave us issues. So you don't really have time to be like, oh, you did this and you didn't do that. So yeah.
Exactly. It's best to be proactive in terms of what you're doing. Let me just make sure I got the settings right here. Okay, I did. Silver Surface is like, no, he'd be swearing his team. 9 deaths in 5 minutes. Okay, to be fair, Silver Surfer, that was kind of a rough start there. I don't think Belmont realized that it was all 3 people around that small camp. Because if it wasn't, right, it wouldn't have been like a bad option, like for the Belmont to actually go in. He would have given Paquito pause for a cause and like had to make him think whether he needs to use the retribution or not. And then from there, obviously, it went into a little bit of Snowball City. However, Equinox had their moments, and their defense was fairly okay.
Yeah, but I think the Bowman should have known, or should at least have suspected it. because this is the jungle rotation. Your laner is generally going to help the jungler. Your roam is generally going to be around that area. So, little bit of bad judgment on his side, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. But like living life on the edge sometimes is good. As Yum Yum was is smiling now that Equinox have changed out their jungle and brought in Al. And the question is, will this make a huge difference? I mean, we know how good a jungle he is, right? He really is a good player, right?
And assassins are very good.
Yeah, exactly. So you think this is going to be enough to balance things out and maybe make a contest of this next game? Because Evil Inc. do need to win this game. That contest for 3rd, 4th spot is very tight. There's 3 to 4 teams that are vying for 2 spots.
I think it's going to come down to who wants it more. Both very good teams, both very strong teams. A few mistakes made in the previous match, but I think they have the ability to come back from it.
Yeah. Well, they do. They have a pretty good skill set. I mean, Equinox, the players are fairly well known. Now, the banning phase. Very interesting with the Yuzong ban so early on. It's sort of looking like they want to go for the God pick. And they're following it up with Claude. Not banning out Paquito, not banning out Marcel. Leaving that option open to the side of Equinox, because both those heroes, as we know, have some very hard counters. So Marcel, we've seen this, it's Void who brought out the very hard counter to Marcel with the Kaja God combination. But so as things stand, right, with Esmeralda not being banned out, they actually decide to ban the God. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe the Zetian play on the cards?
And maybe they're tired of Juju playing God.
maybe. I mean, his God is so deadly. Why would you not let the man get the God? Give the man the God.
I think he was enjoying it too much. Didn't he choose it like 3 times in a row once? Or 2 times in a row?
Yes, he did. But he was like MVP in I think one of those games. Coach Quinn, welcome to the chat. So for those of you who don't know, that's the coach for Void Esports, and well, a lot of the Filipino teams all the way from the Philippines coming to grace us here on the channel and give us his expert opinion on how the draft is going. And in very quick response, we do see the Esmeralda counter to the Paquito, with the carry being picked up very fast to make sure that they can deal with anybody who's going to be going in a bit tanky. Because with a Paquito being picked up, usually we do see a tank jungle come out as well.
Mm-hmm. So is that why they first picked the carry? Do you think?
Yeah.
In your humble opinion.
Yeah, well, a carry, she's good in lane against a lot of MMs. There are some MMs that do give her a problem, right? Like we got to see that with I think Void the other day by picking up the Brody, and as you mentioned in the previous matchup, that all these long range basic attack marksmen does give carry some difficulty in lane. So carry is just very much a preventative pick.
So do you think in this comp and this draft she's a good pick?
Well, it's a counter to Esmeralda at the same time, so they have removed that option. So I think this is going to be a good pick for them, because I'm always a big fan of carry. It's even when she's being outranged and things like that, it's just positioning. And we've seen Barry's positioning has been, like in the last game, his positioning has been very much on point. But with L in the jungle, the side of Evil Inc. have to be kind of clever as to what they're going to be banning out now, because you don't want to leave L with too much of options available, right? So, because this guy is one of the best junglers in our server, it's going to be an interesting matchup between these two teams in the second game.
I don't know. I'd like to see what the jungle picks are.
Well, both teams deciding to or opting to go for these roam bans. Like the Kaja one for the side of Equinox. I mean, obviously they wanted to get rid of Kaja because he kind of counters both the Moskov and the Paquito. So Paquito won't have the nicest of times diving in there. Grok Fasa as a mid lane duo could be a solid one. It looks like Evil Inc. are leaving the jungle pick for last.
I like the Grok Fasha combo. Very strong.
It is.
Good range, good CC.
Yeah.
Good
And-
damage.
Yeah. But Grok with both the Paquito and a Moskov in there could, I mean, that wall could prove to be a little less effective. It's all going to come down to who he's going to be targeting. And Hijumi flashing up the Franco, that would mean that Grok's going to have to extend or overextend quite a bit. They're going to need a little bit of protection for the backline, because we know how Esmeralda's playstyle is. She's going to go in and try to just cause as much chaos and disruption as possible, but at the same time she's going to have to dodge a lot of the skills coming in from Rikugan on that Valor. So Hijumi opting to go for the Minotaur just to provide a certain degree of sustain, but with L on the YSS, the side of Equinox are a little bit squishy in the early part of the game.
Yep, quite squishy. I'm very keen to see how this is going to go. They might not be as aggressive as they previously were, or maybe they might. So I don't know.
The immortal one chose me to
Suyu into this lineup is works quite nicely, because I mean he's got the mobility to escape the obvious attentions that they're gonna that Suyu would receive from the Paquito. And the burst capability. I'm actually looking at this draft from the side of Evil Inc. And they've set up for some very, very early game aggression. Because I mean, Fasa, level 2, she does do quite a bit of damage. Grok, as we know, he's very good into these early game jungle invades. The same with Suyu, massive, massive wave clear potential. So we're heading into game number 2. Personally, I favor, to answer your question, Pride, is like I'd say that I'd favor Evil Inc.'s draft a little bit. Yeah, I can see Quinn agrees with me, and he also called the Suyu pick before it actually landed. Just going to show why he is a professional coach.
Yes. He used my manual, trust.
Yes. So we're going to have a Simple Druid coaching manual coming out in a retail store near you. So
Exactly.
check his spa.
And if you feel like donating to us, please, 2 Rand for hope.
Yeah. Now, mid lane Prio does go the way of Evil Inc. However, the longer this game goes on, they do need to try to... They have decent scaling with the carry pick, and even with Suyu as well. But, well, Minotaur is kind of a big hero when it comes to having this ability to... get your team to sustain through so much. Goes to Okado being focused down, but there's the engagement here onto Berry. He's being hard locked down as First Blood goes the way of Equinox, as they took advantage of the rotation towards the XP side and got a pick off onto the mage. Onto the marksman.
That is the curse of Gold Lane. We are seeing the curse of Gold Lane.
Yeah, true. Very true.
But I think they are trying to shut down that carry quite early. She was quite devastating the previous game.
Yeah, agreed. She was. So Doof now, he's just providing a little bit of extra cover, but it's difficult to engage on a Moskov who has that ability to quickly reposition, as both teams just providing that defensive structure for both their MMs as they sort of brawl it out in the lane. Moscow are putting a lot of pressure in here. The wall does come out. There's the mountain shocker as the knock-up, and then Berry just managing to reposition. Now Fasa on the bird form, trying to get in here. Can she land the stuns? Oh no, it's she's trying to target that the YSS, but Virus with a wraparound play, he's waiting for somebody to make their movement across. He's got that arrow set. He goes in with the dive and the jump. Can they get the control? Lovely second skill from Rikugan, just keeping them alive. But this does give Turtle advantage the way of Evil Inc. Madness already starting this up, but they need a little bit of vision. Fasa should have that level 4. Goes in with a feathered airstrike. Nukes from Super Juju as he gets a pick of kill, but now he could be caught out. Oh, he goes in with a flicker bird form to get out. Suyu takes down Al as that's another pick of kill for Virus as he wants to continue the pressure in here with the jungle invade. Doesn't have the retribution, so are they going to be sticking around for a little bit more? Could be some dangerous play. They are trying to secure as much of these oh, they're actually going for the buff steal as well. Meanwhile, Super Juju on the Fasa making a rotation towards the gold lane side. But this battle continuing in here as Minnow wants to try to get a little bit more control. Virus being engaged upon. He has the mobility, dashes back twice, but they're on the hunt. He uses the retribution Fasa with the feathered airstrike, but they still want to chase down Virus. Do they have the control to take the tectonic charge as Esmeralda manages to get a pick off in return? It's a 2 for 1, 2 for 2 trade off that.
Virus surviving that whole thing is diabolical.
1 HP escapes.
No HP. He could barely see the green bar.
Yeah. So I think what Temple is trying to say is there's some hacking going on.
Nah, he's just good.
Now, Cali did seize the opportunity with the rotation coming in from Moscow. I mean, Moscow's always going to be rotating when you get these big fights like this with the Spear of Destruction. Has that massive ability. But Cali trading it off for a chunk of change in the gold lane. Anderson diving into the backline. Goes in with the Petrified. There's the feathered airstrike. So a lot of skills being committed from the side of Evil Inc. as they try to get that mid lane prio going on. Oh, but look at this. Look at that damage output here onto Madness, who just walks it off. I mean, fortunately it was an Esmeralda. If it was anybody else, it was big trouble. Now, with the potential dive in onto Omujari, who's trying to survive this, but Virus gets the pick off on the top lane, and now this is ability. He does stick around here, giving Carrie the vision that's necessary to be able to maybe even take down the entire turret. Is she going to be using the light wheel? No, she doesn't have the light wheels, as they are trying to focus onto this. Oh my goodness, Minotaur comes in. He's using the Revitalize, but Super Juju with the damage output, he's just making sure that he can get those pickoffs. They did protect the turret, however, but I don't think there's the ability to contest for this turtle for the side of Equinox.
Probably not. I don't think they should even try.
Agreed. Now, there is a nice angle coming in from Okado as he's trying to get into the backline. Fasa in deep with the reposition. Suyu being chased down here, but the Virus does manage to escape with the block off. But now, Berry, he turns around with the light wheel. But Fasa, like an assassin. This was, I think, the most craziest repositioning I have ever seen on a Fasa in my life.
Did you expect anything less from Juju, though?
No,
crazy things on Mages.
Yeah, sure too. But I mean, it worked out so effective. He literally went right around the turret and repositioned on the opposite side of the map, and then got the pick off like an assassin. That was something. Not gonna lie, that was something. So first turret of the game taken down by the carry, second one followed up by Suyu. Now pressure being applied into the jungle. Fasa stealing that blue buff, so we'll be able to stick around a little bit longer. Skills will be a little bit more spammable. And with this bit of map control, the side of Evil Inc. do have the options to try to pressure in the mid lane turret. Though with a Minnow around with that Minoan Fury could be a little bit dangerous. But look at the damage from Ibanez. Tectonic charge, knock up 1-2. But the feathered airstrike was on cooldown. However, the Minoan Fury was baited out. This with 30 seconds to go. Now the feathered airstrike is available. Grok with the wall. They're trying to seal the fate of Hijumi as there's Virus into the backline, just applying a bit of pressure onto Rikugan, who does get that ability to reposition. Okay, Carry opting to jungle instead of coming in to apply the pressure here onto the mid lane, though I think it would have been difficult to be able to secure the mid lane turret anyway. Once more, the feathered airstrike as Pokito just hop, skips, and dance, but the flicker coming in there, just making sure they could secure the kill. Alan does get a kill in response. He's after this Fasa, who's been making some big plays, Super Juju.
100%. So it is the jungler's job to focus the major marksman, so...
Yeah. Minoan
That's a
Fury.
fair play on his part.
Fair play, fair play. Very, very fair play. Minoan Fury did come up, but oh, look at the control coming in here. Caddy with the light wheels as they take out another. And with the waves coming through, they do have the potential to pressure us in, because now there's no frontliner, there's just all the squishies. Fasa, however, deciding to go make a play across to deal with the top lane. Could that have been a little bit of lost momentum? Because with Fasa here, you could pretty much guarantee that you're going to secure the mid lane objective. As Doof goes in, he does get the setup. Oh, but he just escapes the attentions of the Suyu. But I suppose that's Rikugan not escaping the attentions of iMadness as he gets the follow-up. But I suppose even without the pickoff, just having that combo play in did allow Evilink to secure what they were looking for, the main target, which is the mid lane turret.
Without the minions who are there, it was quite an easy target.
Very true. Now, 50 seconds to go for the first Lord of the game. Tier 2 turrets being pressured in. Al almost being stunned up there, but being forced back by Madness as both Virus and Perry does do. Oh, Fasa almost getting the pickup as Hijumi does get a jump in to force out the cancel in there. Doof, the one actually protecting the top lane as this fight continues. I mean, with an Esmeralda, it's like sometimes like having 3 tanks on the team because of the way she does soak up pressure. With 20 seconds to go for the first Lord.
So if you were Equinox, what would you do in this situation? I'm assuming get your marksman fed, but how are you going to get your marksman fed?
It's difficult. They do have good defense, because if you think about it, right, they have like a double you've got the Valor to be able to deal with targets, but I'm saying that the flicker play comes in, the knock up, the setup here, Virus on a killing spree, Esmeralda just tanks through everything and gets out, but now Carrie turns it on with the light wheels, but oh, the targeting, this is the basic attack button decided to throw the light wheels onto the blue buff. Barry, we saw that, don't you think we didn't see that?
Listen, money over kills. That's what we're going to say. Blue buff money over killing people.
And this from the mage, man.
One of the counter arguments when I say that is you also get money from kills.
Somebody seems to be very obsessed with money. Somebody. I'm not saying who, just saying somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
It's not me.
Yeah, it's not. It's
definitely not me. It could never be me.
Exactly.
Not because I would never try and add to your $18 in the bank. Never.
Nice bit of poke damage, but I mean, Esmeralda, when you think about it, right, she's not worried about anybody at this moment in time. Granted, Moskov is heading towards the Trinity build and has completed it, right? So that's the only real probable cause for concern. But with iMadness having such a nice bit of gold, it's going to be fairly okay for him to survive through most of this. But it looks like the side of Equinox realized that the positioning here from Fasa is causing a lot of chaos for them. The combination play from the side of Doof and Virus with those sets and follow-ups as well, it's something that they need to actually be on the lookout for. There's the flicker tectonic charge forcing everybody back from Doof, but Ijumi, he goes in as well. They do manage to take out Doof, and that's going to be a 1-for-nothing trade, and the defense is sort of being mounted. There's about a shocker into the Minoan Fury as they take down 3 just like that. However, Madness, he's surviving, you know.
So is Juju at the back there. After that Moskov altered him.
Oh, he gets a pickup. Does he get out? No, he pays for it for his life. So it's a full team wipe going the way of Equinox. But Juju, they're saying, well, if I'm gonna die, I might as well take somebody with me.
I think that flicker out from Doof was a bit too deep. Team members can't follow up.
Mm.
Especially with the faster not being there.
Mm. And it being
Barry's
underneath
got
the turret.
Has 100%. The carry has no range for that.
Yeah. Just
So you would have to dash it as well.
Yeah. Well, she has no range for lots of things. It's unfortunately. Which is why most carries build a malefic gun.
100%.
The next Lord of the game will be up in the next 30 seconds. Moskov doing this, what a Moskov does. You know, you don't expect any different from a Moskov. He's just going to split push, cause distractions, try to give his team the numerical advantage around the Lord by being able to get into those fights very quickly. Nice zoning coming in here from Doof, as he is just allowing Al. He wants to bait out those dashes, but I mean the cooldown on it is quite low. It's like what under 10 seconds. It looks like Evil Inc. are going to be contested for this objective. Equinox knows that, especially after they got the full team wipe, that they have the ability to contest for these neutral objectives. It's going to come down to some quick fingered play here as Al is just scouting out these bushes. Virus, the one dealing with the split push happening here underneath the turret. The Lord being pulled more across to the center, but Paquito with the play takes down the carry, but the Lord gets reset. That was a lovely play from Gosu Hikaru, as now Super Juju is going to be hunted down by that same Paquito play. So the side of Evil Link have to force to back off. Lovely play coming in from Akadu, and he gave his team space to take this Lord, though Doof is trying to find the angle so that Suyu can get the dive in. Fasa doesn't have the feared airstrike to be able to allow that even more ability to zone in here, and the execution of this turtle fight around this by Equinox has gotten him the Lord, and with a pickoff as well, a pretty decent position to do something with it.
I think that Esme should have been with them in that team fight.
I suppose it was the wrong person sent to deal with the Moskov, but this is what Moskovs do. They cause problems, like in terms of who's going to be going in to actually deal with the Moskov. But oh, there's the play coming in. Fasa and Suyu getting the pickoff, and that's a solid pickoff. The Paquito, which gives them the options to defend this quite nicely. Doof is alive. As a Virus, I think the one who will be dealing with the Lord on the top lane, as well as Berry. They should be able to melt this down. With the protection happening here on the mid lane, just holding onto this mid lane tier 1 turret. There's the fear that airstrike used just to clear that complete wave. The Omuyari, he finds the space to secure a second tier 2 turret of the game. And with this now, like especially with the double MM, the gold lead decreasing significantly. Would you say that Equinox have found their way back into the game, and do you think that Evil Inc. are still going to be favorites to win this?
I think if they play their team fights better, Evil Inc. can actually win this quite easily. But the longer they're keeping this game going, they do have Equinox has 2 marksmen.
Yeah.
So
they're just gonna come online, and Doom 100%, right? It's that gold lead got shredded. It was that big team wipe because there was a lot of shutdown kills that happened. There was a shutdown onto Madness, there was a shutdown onto Virus, there was a shutdown onto Juju, so they picked up a lot of gold, but there was a lot of skills. We couldn't want to take down. Charge gets a set up to everybody. Madness is starting to zone everybody away in the back there, but there's the Akado. He is really starting to dish out the damage, but Suyu gets the pick off as they try to chase down Suyu. He has the mobility, but now Moskov gets the kill in return. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off, but everybody being forced back. It is under 35 seconds to go. Both the jungles are dead, so neither team will be starting anything off in a hurry.
Nice pick off on both ends, though.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. Very nice. But Moskov, I don't think, Moskov's not, I don't think on the right side of the map for when this lot is going to start up.
He has a plan, don't worry. He has a plan. We believe he has a plan.
Because, I mean, the Lord is up, right? Granted, it's not the 18-minute Lord. And we are seeing Madness forcing the slow push here. And so that does give them that early decision here from the side of Evil Inc. Sending Madness across to get that slow push going. Allows them to start this off without the Moskov, though we know Moskov can be into the team fight in like a second. Juju with the feathered airstrike, that's kind of a big skill to be missing as this fight continues. And this is giving space here for Moskov to be able to continue split pushing. Plus with Al using the first phase of the Mountain Chakra to give Moskov an idea of what's going on, he's got that push and this is allowing him to come in for a potential backdoor. There's no feathered airstrike to follow up with a tectonic charge. This could prove to be problematic as a Virus had to reposition. Now the feathered airstrike comes in, but there was no lock-on as Madness. He is tanking quite a bit, but he gets the walk-up and Jofi to the backline. He is like, I'm going to get the kills in this game, as there's going to be the flicker play coming in from Juju. The flicker more. Minoan Fury gets the knock up onto 2, but Virus, he goes in, he gets stunned up himself as a carry. Throwing out the light wheels, but the stun from Omoyari on this Moskov. Oh my goodness, he's gonna eat through everybody. He's gonna dive in as they're gonna try to escape this Moskov. You're gonna have to escape the Moskov. Though goes to Okado, he's quite low. He's really chancing it here.
I'm not sure why he doesn't just go back.
Well, I suppose the shield. He knows that the shield is kind of crazy. Now the side of Evil Inc. They're going to need to run back for the defense here. Suyu is being left by himself to defend. There's only one wave. He doesn't really have the health to do this as he wants to. He's forced to use the retribution. The call is going to go out that there's no retribution on the Moscow, and this means that the ability to actually contest for this turtle has decreased significantly. This is a game-changing moment. Real big game-changing moment. The Lord down to just a fraction of the HP. Who's going to get this? It's going to be Omonjari on the Moskov who secures this. And now I would say the game has definitely swung in favor of the side of Equinox.
Oh, 100%, definitely. You will need to get their team fight in order.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a difficult one. We were talking about like what happens as the game progresses. I suppose it was a little bit more with player discipline, in terms of communication. Having a certain setup or combo that follows with one another without the lockdown, it's like certain skills do get wasted. The Lord being taken care of fairly quickly, but with 2 waves being synced up, Evil Inc. do need to protect those tier 3 turrets because the side of Equinox have all their tier 3 turrets standing. And it wouldn't be these first waves I'd be too stressed about if I'm the side of Evil Inc. It's going to be the second waves coming through. So once more, Fasa using that feathered airstrike, Madness into the front line, just forcing everybody back, and it seems that they've managed to defend this waves fairly well. So Evil Inc. showing the discipline here. Do you think Equinox should have been a bit more aggressive with this Lord? I mean, it was an 18-minute Lord.
I think they're just practicing discipline. They're not going to force it and overextend, because that's, especially at 20 minutes. An incorrect overextension can be punishable.
Yeah.
It could cost them the game.
Yeah, true. I mean, this is the moment in time where decisions really do matter. Now, poke damage here onto Ijumi, but he's already going to be, he's going to have at least 5 items up. He might, actually, he's full build already. So, this Moskov, this Minotaur is actually going to be able to tank through quite a bit. But this Moskov play, there's going to be the wall set up with the feathered airstrike. They do get a bit of control into Ujumi, who goes in with the Minoan Fury, has the sustain to get out as Paquito and the second skill coming in from the Valor just forces everybody back. Grok just gets the zone in here, but I mean, somebody needs to worry about this Moskov. Somebody's going to have to recall, but nobody's being allowed the space to recall as the pressure being applied continuously onto the side of Evil Inc. as they pause. Sadly. Somebody lagged. South African
So
incidents.
who do you
Huh?
think is going to win from this point going forward?
Well, to be honest, I think with this push coming through, and Moscow is, I'm 90% certain going to take a tier 3 turret.
100%.
Right?
But do you
And,
think they can win from this point?
if they take the tier 3 turret and the Lord, yes. What Evil Inc. actually need is the combo to come through from Doof and Juju. If they can get
And the
the setup.
targeting.
Yeah.
The correct targeting.
Yeah. At the start of the
I
game,
think
it was
Juju's using-
very much on point, and then after they kind of, like in the last few minutes at least, it seems like they weren't in sync a bit.
Yeah, I think the feathered airstrike is being used to check bushes and for zoning more than it is for damage dealing at this point.
Yeah, true. Well, Doom is suggesting that Evil Inc. bring out the Muti.
Inclined to agree.
Yeah, Yum is like, this is the legend of the pause. Yeah, it is the legend of the pause. We're probably going to be making it into a movie title very soon. But the legendary pause is over now. Or as we like to call it now, the legend of the pause. There's the feather airstrike into the tectonic charge. They get the combination going. However, they have to be careful of L. The light wheels does come out from carry. They get it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. But with everybody low, it's Juju in the front line. He's got immortality, so he can actually go in to be a little bit more aggressive. Virus being zoned away, but they need madness. They need the frontliner, because it's like without the frontliner, they can't really get the contest going. As Suyu, he's gonna get taken down. That's no retribution, but faster with the feather airstrike, she takes out L. Oh my goodness, Bosco, he's so low. He's trying to sustain through this. His madness wants to dive it, but it's giving L the opportunity to be able to get this sorted out. But Carrie takes down the Lord.
Juju died. Moscow was hitting a madness and a ricochet.
Yeah. Yeah, Juju was to be not appreciative of that. But this game, my goodness. I actually now can't tell you who I think is going to win.
Well, we'll put Muti on. Who are we putting Muti on? It's not fair to put Muti on everyone.
Yeah. We're neutral. We're Switzerland in this state.
Oh, 100%. Totally neutral.
This is like why everybody respects Bans Omoyari's Moskov. He's been putting in the work.
No, he's playing very well. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, he's got the Lord down to
He's
half
all up.
HP. And he's not even like stressed about the Grok, because he knows he can reposition. Now, with Madness coming across, they want to try to allow the Lord to get as close as possible, because the Lord needs to just charge once, and that's going to be the turret taken down. But now the tectonic charge, the setup is in there. Do they have the Fasa wasn't just respawned, so the feathered airstrike not available. That could have been a beautiful follow-up of the Mounted Shocker. That they try to clear the Lord, but there is a tier 3 turret that's falling. Potential to take this mid lane, as they did get 2. This could be a potential winning angle here for the side of Evil Inc. They've got the minion waves. Carrie's got the immortality. The feathered airstrike. They try to get the block off. They want to stop the minion waves from going, and Carrie needs to focus onto the base. They're fighting that space for her, as everybody is locking on right now. It's just the knockups from Minnow is just disrupting, but this should be game, set, match. Oh no, the minion waves cleared out. Can they get this done? Carrie trying her hardest to focus onto this. They get another kill, as the rest of Evil Inc. are saying, there's the tectonic charge, the setup, Virus goes in, they get a double for the Carrie. Now it should be over, as her immortality procced, and the game is done. 2-0. Evil Inc. And Dimple Druid can finally breathe a sigh of relief. She's been holding her breath.
100%. I trained them, guys. I can't have them losing and rubbing dirt on my good name as a coach.
What an exciting first game to start off the evening. And well, we're going to be heading into further excitement, because coming up next we have Infinity versus Chaos Division. So Infinity, the winners of the ENC for Madagascar. Oh, a very, very strong team. They went toe-to-toe with Bang Gang a few days ago. It came out as a draw. They're up against Chaos Division, one of the newer teams to join the tournament scene. And well, for a new team to make their way into the top 32, quite impressive. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to have a quick pause as we get the lobby set up. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail. So don't go anywhere. And don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe buttons.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass. Everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah.
Oh, hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. It's Waylander and Dimple Druid as we bring you game number 2 of the evening. And look at Dimple, she didn't remind me that I needed to put the new poll up. Busy glazing Evil Ink here.
Could never be me. You need to put the poll up. See?
Thank you.
Did my job. You're welcome. You're very welcome. What would you do without me?
That's true. What would I do? I'd forget about the poll.
Exactly. Damn.
So it's Infinity up against Chaos Division, right? We know how strong a squad Infinity happened to be. They performed very, very well in, well, like the Madagascar tournaments and in the tournament so far. They've gotten themselves into a very strong positioning on the leaderboard. Though, except for Group A, which is the only group where all 4 positions have been decided, it's mathematically impossible for anybody else to make a change. It's going to come down to actually believe that a lot of what happens in the game comes down to the drafting screen.
Oh, 100%. And Chaos Division is also quite good considering they just started, they just formed. They've made it quite far as well.
Yeah, exactly. I have spoken to a lot of the players from Chaos Division personally. They are quite excited about how far they've progressed in the tournament. They've got plans and strategies to take things to the next level. So they're going to be a squad to look out for in the future. Now, in terms of the bans, right, it looks like Infinity have done their homework, which they always do. This is one of the things I do appreciate from Infinity, because apart from the fact that they're a very, very good squad, they're a top tier squad, definitely like top 10 in the server squad. They don't not do their homework. They always check like what could be the potential problems. They've noticed that Chaos Division do play a pretty mean Lucas, and well, also Lucas, he's really good at tanking through front lines and getting into the back line. So banning out the Lucas, followed by the Akai, Atlas, Marcel. It seems that like the teams on our server are less likely to ban out Paquito these days.
I think after they saw Void pull off a miracle, they have their own plans.
Yeah. There's been quite a few teams who have been rocking the Esmeralda. I mean, we did see Evil Inc. use the Esmeralda pick into the Paquito. So it's like, I think maybe Paquito's nightmare is over as teams are realizing how to deal with him.
100%.
Maybe not in rank, though.
Have you seen the people in rank? I don't even think the Paquito is a problem.
Well,
Our server may as well be an open server at this point. Coming for free.
Yeah. Well, I've heard recently lots of people are being thrown across the world into the Middle Eastern server.
Yep. And playing on 200 ping has a higher win rate than in our own server. So yeah.
So as somebody who's been most obviously thrown onto those other servers, right? What do you think of the level of gameplay from people on your same rank? Because obviously you can get matched up with people on your current rank.
I'll be honest, I have no comment because I'm stuck. I have my screen is stuck half the time, so I'm playing in PowerPoint presentations. So I can't really give you an accurate description.
Yeah, it kind of sucks to play on that MS. It's virtually unplayable. Now, into the picks so far, the side of Chaos Division, they left the Paquito open. They're not too stressed about it. But Cadmia went for the counter to the Paquito pick. So I don't think we're going to be seeing Paquito this particular match. They are deciding with Zora. I mean, Yuzong wouldn't be a bad option as well for Chaos Division into the Esme.
Yeah, 100%. I just think you like the Yuzong plays. You're always hopping on the Yuzong.
Well, he's very strong in lane from level 1. I'm also looking at the fact that he can actually, when he goes in with his combo, because all he needs to do is time his combo where he both hits Esmeralda and the wave, he clears the wave, and any amount of damage she does to him, he just like regens it back, and then he can rotate.
That's your blueprint for every matchup against Yuzong.
Yeah, pretty much. As Quantum is responding to a question saying that he doesn't know how anybody in the Middle Eastern server got immortal at all. Would you agree with that sentiment?
I'm not gonna start international wars, so let me just.
I don't think that the Middle East will be too worried about being in an international war with South Africa. Yeah, not based on the news.
Since we're not doing 2 rand for hope anymore, we're doing 2 rand for war.
Yeah,
since we want to start a war now, well, as if there isn't enough of them going on.
Well, from the people that I know who played in different servers, right, and also since Coach Quinn is in the chat with us, let me start a little bit of a war since Coach Quinn is with us. So what I've heard, right, is I've heard that the Indonesian server is stronger than the Philippine server. Like when you're looking at the player base overall, like they've got stronger players like across the board. It's just that when it comes to the pro scenes, the Philippines have a higher ceiling, so they've got like better pro players, which is why they're dominating. That's what I've heard. Right? I don't know if it's true because I've never played neither of those servers, but that's what people have been saying.
I wonder what his response is going to be to that. He might agree with you.
Yeah.
Or he might represent his country.
Yeah, true. Well, we'll see. We'll see what he has to say. Now, like with the Esme pick, Belleric, would you think that the side of Chaos Division might want to pick up a carry into those two?
I would assume so, since they banned the Clint. You previously mentioned, I think it was the first game. He handles her quite well.
Yes. And like the thing is, but you see, you also have to worry about Askeladd picking up the Eve, because do you want to play a carry into an Eve? You're just going to be caught in the real world manipulation.
That is fair, but the carry, I think it would be more for the tanks.
She might have to
I think
position
her
outside.
targeting, so her targeting would be taking them down. So I doubt she's going to get to the Eve, unless the Eve's positioning is really questionable.
Even the fullest
Yeah.
your team is
That's the Hirara ban interesting from the side of Infinity. I suppose they want to provide a little bit of protection because the lockdown from Belleric, I don't think it's enough to deal with a Hirara. She's very, very mobile.
They banned the carry.
Look at Coach Quinn throwing Indo under the bus. Indo has a lot of cheaters.
He chose to represent his country.
Yeah, well, look, I can actually agree with you. The amount of account boosting that goes on in ML. Like when I see some of the games people play, like the number of games they play to get global #1, or like in the global top 5, I'm like, where did you find the time to do this? Do you not work? Don't you eat? Is sleep not an option? Do you even know what grass is when people tell you must touch it?
Probably not. Although the way I was is, I'd also hustle someone into playing for me if I could.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All the money that Dumple Druid has earned for us over the last few days. Just going to use it to pay someone to boost her account. Can't believe we're supporting such a cause. We're very much here at Waylander Gaming against this account boosting system.
Listen, we support businesses. We support small businesses. Account boosting is a small business. I'm joking, guys. Please don't take me seriously. I promise you it's a joke.
Yeah.
No one's ever played on my accounts. My win rates will tell you that.
And, well, one of our Discord server boosters, Chessman, goes for the Melissa pick. Melissa into Belleric might be a little bit of a problem. But I know Melissa can deal with the Esmeralda quite well.
I think Melissa is his comfort pick. That and Moscow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, Melissa Beatrix should be a bit of a 50-50. Sinner deciding to go in with the YSS, which, I mean, he can escape the Sora and the Kufra attention, and as he scales, he's going to have some excellent scaling. So it's a very well balanced lineup, you could say, from the side of Infinity.
Oh yes, 100%. But HK on that Kufra is quite good. Seeing him do some insane things, so we'll see how it plays out.
Well, we're gonna watch the follow-ups from his team. And it's the final pick coming in for the side of Chaos Division. I was just about to suggest a jungle pick, and then, my suggestion died in my mouth as Sean01 decides that he wants to go for the Arlos pick. I'm not exactly a fan of Arlos in the
I knew
5-man.
that one. But there was no hesitation with that pick.
Well, Maybe he's feeling himself for this. I think the hero takes a little bit too long to come online, which
Yes, definitely.
yeah, and at the same time you've got Kufra, who's going to have to tank through quite a bit here. But as we always say, the draft is picked, the lines have been drawn in the sand, and that is not an an Odyssey reference. This is just like an expression. Because I saw the amount of hate the Odyssey trailer and things have received. Oh my goodness. Has there been a more hated movie to come out in recent times?
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
I'm taking it Dimple didn't watch the trailer. She's going to quickly watch it
5
so that she
seconds.
can
Oh, the
comment.
Odyssey.
Reaches the battlefield. Smash
No, I'm not going to do that.
all troops deployed.
I haven't seen the trailer myself. I probably will, since it's so controversial. Controversial.
Controversial.
Yeah. Now, as things
Nice
go,
HQ.
mid lane control. We would expect the side of Chaos Division to have a pretty solid wave lane control. Askeladd did clear his wave, but losing one of the minions means no level 2, plus he's being forced back. So this does present the opportunity to go in for a mini counter invade or counter jungle strat coming in here. But they're opting against it because, like Aulus, as we said, not the quickest in terms of farm. He's going to have a bit of a delayed power spike, but now the control here onto HK. He's taken down very low, forced to burn out the flicker. I mean, the penetration, the early game penetration from YSS is quite strong.
But also his mage wasn't really backing him up there. He went in on his own. Little bit on his own there.
Yeah. But it is a 3v2 situation. I mean, do you want your mage to poke their face out? I know you can get a little bit of protection in there, but the moment the mage steps out of position, right, we all know who's the primary target.
100%. But the Zethian is meant to poke. She has to. It's if your teammate is in the fight, you're in the fight too. There's no link here. There's nothing. You go. You move.
Yes.
Especially with the mid duo.
Yeah. Especially with that mid duo. Speaking of the mid duos from the side of Infinity, they did make the rotation across to the first turtle. To the gold lane, just to apply a bit of pressure onto Melissa, who is healing back up there. The first turtle of the game is up, both jungles equal level in retribution. Cadmia just trying to get in, but there's the first blood with the Beatrix picking up the kill. But now the turtle very, very low. Alus wants to come in for the retribution. Alus gets the steal, and he manages to get out. But Sora goes in with the advantage with the Thunder God first, and they get the turtle and a kill. So even though they lost first blood, Chaos Division, nice pickups here onto Infinity.
Nice load setup, like nice retry by Sean. Proving that the Aulus is worth another look at, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. But Kufra goes in. He's just gonna do this to disrupt. I mean, you look at the YSS. He actually he was partly resetting his buffs. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, right, you are gonna run away if you can hear Kufra 100%. Charging. So it goes in there, does miss the target a little bit, as both teams will be trying to find that space to get some counter jungle play. But with the HK just being more or less in the face of everybody, he's forced to flicker out, but his zoning has been very much on point so far throughout the course of this game. I mean, you just look at what he did. Just by creating that little bit of a distraction around, he's allowing Sean to go in for some jungle steals here. He's going to steal the blue buff. But HK, he could be in a bit of danger. He's in a 1v3 situation. They throw out everything. They should be able to pick off the Roma, which they do. So he just needed a little bit of support there to be able to get out. But the layering of the skills from the side of Infinity are very, very on point.
100%. At least he sort of delayed that rotation. Well, he did delay that rotation, so kudos to him, even though he died for it. But again, his mage should have, moved in to at least try and help him.
Mm-hmm. Well, but overall, it's not too bad of a sacrifice. They do have the retry
100%.
level, just a 1 level gap here. But Sean being zoned away this time. I don't want to let him even close, because the last time he just walked up and retreat. So Infinity this time just securing what they needed. Now Beatrix with a machine gun blast as it's Sinner who secures the kill. They get another pick off. Meanwhile, Sora trying to trade it off for some gold in the bot lane, but Elemental sensing that he's going to be in some danger. He's going to be engaged in, gets the knock back onto the Belleric, goes in with that defensive Thunder God firsts. Just zoning everybody away. Sora is not the easiest to get a pick off onto.
No, I'll play from Elemental on that.
As the Mountain Shocker, at least the first phase of it has been committed. So they have the vision. Sinner was just trying to find that right target. They were applying pressure to the mid lane, hopefully to try to get some amount of damage onto the mid lane turret, but that's going to be difficult, especially with the numbers that the side of Chaos Division have. As the Tyrant's Rot does come in, there's going to be Sora with the Thunder God. He gets the knock up, he drags everybody back to there, and the follow-up. Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. They got the chaser. They managed to take down 2 to do the side of Chaos Division. Make that 3. Can they make this an even 4? It's Cadmia on the Esmeralda, so very unlikely.
Nice play by the Sora again. Elemental's actually playing the Sora quite well.
Yeah. I mean, I do like a good Sora. He provides so much of control. He's such a good counter initiator, but the Mountain Shocker catches on onto 3. Do they have the ability to deal with us? It's the Fury of the Phoenix that did come out, hopefully, to provide a bit of defense there for the hunt, but he was just going to get scooped up like a chocolate ice cream on a hot Sunday evening.
Kufra was like, revenge. Revenge for letting me die.
Yeah. Now, third and final turtle. With Infinity, they get themselves into position very early. You can see the scout outs already happening. Laska is going to... this positioning when your MM is pushing down a lane is so very, very vital. Real world manipulation does manage to get the lock on as Kufra is melted. The Wrath of Dryads was committed, but there's the Sora into the backline. It's a mega kill for Elemental. The knockup is in there. Can they take out the hunt? He's being forced down. As the side of Infinity, they're turning up the heat, the pressure as it starts to tell. They take out 4 and they manage to take down the second turret of the game, trading it for the bot lane. Are they going to go for this turtle? Should they actually maybe put some pressure in for this Lord? For this mid lane turret? Possible?
Probably. I'd rather push this mid lane.
Yeah. But as their positioning right now is not in like the perfect position to actually force this in. As Kufra wants to try to defend this, but he's being controlled up. It's unstoppable for the YSS. Esme into the backline. Now they've created that space that they needed with the pick-off kill. Meanwhile, Arlis trying to dive in onto the backline. He is causing them to scatter a little bit. They go away from Melissa Sora. I want to turn around as they get a pick-off kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off, but Infinity would be the happier of the two teams, having opened up the map so massively. Now, they want to secure, they should be able to secure one more turret. Dive in here into the backline. Elemental being forced back. It's a monster kill for the YSS in the top lane. In terms of what we expect them to do pushing wise, this could be the moment where I know Infinity is clearing waves, but I thought they'd be wanting to go in a little bit more by way of jungle invades. There's the blue buff is the one that they're trying to engage upon. Aulus does get the retribution of, it's still a while away before this next, or the first Lord of the game. Mountain Shocker being used as they get the dive in onto the Sora, who has been causing so much of problems. Look at this from the Belleric. Laska just eating up so much Cadmia as well. And that options to try to get it towards the backline, but I think maybe Infinity need to be a bit more on the discipline side, because the Lord is up, so you don't want to waste too much of skills. You just want to get as much pressure onto the lanes as possible, get yourself into a good situation, which they have shown throughout the course of the game to be able to secure these neutral objectives without too much of contest. With Sean, I mean, he's clearing his jungle at a fairly decent rate. Can he get in onto close to contest? I don't think they're going to leave that option, as no, Chessman taken down with the full barrage coming in from the Beatrix rocket launchers. And, well, the zoning happening here is the side of Infinity. They just don't want to let up on the pressure. They're feeling themselves right now. They want to go in for as many of these tier 2 turrets, potentially take out a holy shield or two, though that might prove to be difficult before they start off this Lord. So in their minds, it's no real rush. They've already got the map opened up, and they want to take as much advantage as they possibly can. There's only one tier 2 turret still standing, but with the holy shields up, and it will be up for the next minute and a half, potential for defense is there for the side of Chaos Division.
Do you think they can come back from this Chaos Division?
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. They have the heroes with the capability of landing the defense. It's just that the side of Infinity have been baiting out skills, like sort of left, right, and center here. With the Belleric and the Esmeralda, they're going and tanking through so much, causing those skills to be baited out. There's a few. The Phoenix does catch on to a whole lot of people. Oh, but look at that from the Sora. His ultimate got cancelled out by the Wrath of Giants. He had a 5-man set as the melt comes through. It's a 2-for-0 trade-off. HK does get a kill out to the Beatrix in return, but there's Esmeralda. She's diving it, takes out the Arlos. The waves are coming through, but the Holy Shield being up didn't allow for the potential to defend this. Can they take the tier 3 turrets down? It's a killing spree for this Esmeralda. She's not worried about anything. But she's even taking all the turret shots.
Melissa's, yeah, and Melissa's,
My goodness. Esmeralda. What happened that made her so busted?
I have no idea. I think she's always been like this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless she's in my team. And then it's like, I'm not sure what happens to them.
Well, could be personal. Could be personal. Never know.
Now I have trauma with Esme as my XP.
Do you not draft that into your usual lineups when you play 5-man?
No. Our girls team doesn't. I think we're all traumatized by an EXP Esmeralda on our own team.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I think we've wiped that hero out of our minds as a whole.
Well, you can see now it's not a bad counter to the Paquito. So it's always a good option to have in the locker, at least during those training phases, to learn how to work with having an Esmeralda in your team.
That is fair.
Because if you're looking at the side of Infinity, you've got the Belleric and the Esmeralda. They're just sort of playing like 2 tanks. And if you notice, right, Esmeralda is the one that's really tanking, and then Belleric is just positioning behind to play in what we call the half space. So you can go in for the counter invades. As now Arlos being caught out. Lovely real world manipulation. There should be 2 taken down. Sora with the counter engage. He gets the drag back of everybody. There's the Fury of the Phoenix. But Melissa with the Tweedledall, she's trying to belt through everybody. She forces them back at least. Meanwhile, Sinner on the bot lane almost securing a tier 3 turret. But with the Lord being up now, I think it's time for them to disengage. A focus on the discipline that they've shown throughout the course of the game. It's a definite winning position for them right now.
100%. I hope they can end with it. We've seen many teams not be able to end with a strong advantage like that.
True, very, very true. It comes down to discipline. However, Infinity, as you can see, no one touching the mid lane wave, allowing it to freely push in. You've got a nice 2-1-2 split going. where you're providing the necessary protection for the Beatrix to push a lane. This just allows the wave equilibrium to happen. Like you can see the Lord just spawning up, and the waves should be able to sink in all at the same time. Maybe not the bot lane though.
The bot lane did not get the memo clearly.
Yeah. Somebody needed to deal with that bot lane. The Lord being pulled quite cleverly by the side of Chaos Division. They don't want to allow it to charge in just yet, but HK gonna get taken down as he tried to zone them away from the tier 3 turret. Lord has been melted, but the Wrath of Dryads catches out to as Sora. He does manage to walk through this. He wants to get the drag back, but he's gonna get taken down. That's a 2-for-nothing exchange. Oh my god, a triple kill. It's a Maniac with the YSS. He's in position to get the damage, but the turret damage says no. Maniac is all you get, which is, I mean, pretty decent. But first game going the way of Infinity in this best of 2.
Definitely well played to Infinity, yeah.
Yeah.
Valiant effort from Chaos Division, though.
Yeah, well, especially Elemental on that Sora. Some lovely plays from him.
100%.
Alright, so now we're heading into game number 2, and we can welcome Master Merlin to the casters lobby.
Hey guys, how's everybody?
Hello. Good, thanks, and yourself?
Good, can't complain.
Well, how are you liking the game so far?
That first game with Chaos Division Infinity was kind of rough to watch, but I understand why. The drafting just was not amazing.
Yeah, there was no real way to deal with the Esmeralda pick.
Yeah. And also, Sean picking up the Ala felt like a major mistake to me.
Yeah, it's not the easiest of junglers to come online. He takes quite a bit. He's sort of like a snowball hero. Yeah, and Quantum saying, yeah, she's got a buff, the Esmeralda. She's so strong right now. I mean, even without the Paquito, using it as a Paquito counter, she's just so strong. But into the drafting phase we go this time around. HK with the first ban for Chaos Division. You think any respect bans are going to be coming through from the first game?
Probably that Esmeralda ban.
Esmeralda, well, here's the Belleric one that they went through. I suppose it was Melissa killing herself on the Belleric. Because it happens. Like, I mean, I've played MMs where the Rome was like the last pick, and then suddenly they just pick like I'm playing a Melissa and they pick a Belleric, and my whole head goes down. It's just like, really, I can't attack anybody now.
I'm really blaming the Belleric for that. It's the Melissa's fault. At the very least, they should ban the Melissa.
Blame the Melissa for attacking. Why are you attacking the Belleric? I mean, the problem is, like, they're going to be frontlining, and with the Tweedledall, you're bound to hit Belleric, and so in response, you're going to take the damage.
I feel like as a marksman player as well, there's a certain point in the game where you just feel yourself too much. You think you're going to kill everything on the map. So you're just going to hit that Belleric with all you've got. And you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah. True. Well, unless you can get that snowball going, then, there's a potential. But what would you do as itemization to deal with the Belleric? Maybe picking up the rose gold, and then obviously some amount of sustain, lifesteal.
100%. And then the third option is to avoid.
Yeah. It's very difficult in these 5-man setups, as it looks like Infinity have throw in a respect ban of their own onto the Marcel, to the Sora, and then following it up with a typical Marcel ban.
So that Sora is a fair ban, and the Mental was doing really well on it. I just think with Chaos Division being a new squad as well, the synergy is not there yet. And it was quite visible in a lot of the team fights, a lot of the plays. So I think once they get that down, they'll be pretty good.
Yes. I mean, Void were mentioning it as well when they were doing an analysis of their own team play stuff. They said, look, they've been playing together out of all the squads in the server. They've been together maybe longest, maybe second longest. They've been together for a very, very long time. And it definitely helps with synergy, especially with the layering of skills, as you mentioned. But with the soap opera that is Mobile Legends South Africa,
Let's fight to our heart's content.
how many squads stick together long enough?
The ocean is not just our home.
I mean, it's supposed to be ever changing, I think. You're always getting new talent, you're always learning new things. Some people are improving, some people are not. Some people are playing for a longer time. Some people want to give the game a break. So I think it's a dynamic thing. Teams are dynamic. They should never be set in stone.
Yeah, the moral of the story: stop sending feed pics. Breaks up squads. Stick to your lane.
Are you sure about that? Could be team bonding in some squads.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Yeah. I think Merlin would know.
Merlin is. Let's not expose him.
So,
his profile.
We'll check his profile. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, HK picking up the Atlas. We know that he's actually very, very good on this Atlas play. But they decide to go for the Valor just to deal with this Esmeralda, because Cadmeo's like, it worked the first game, it's going to work in the second. Let me pick this up. She is very strong. And Sinner with a quick Hirara pick. Now, Hirara is, I'd say 50-50-ish at this moment in time. She does have a place within the 5-man scene. A bit difficult to get going. First phase worthy, though. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think it was picked up too early.
Yeah. But, I mean, she's got the mobility to escape the attentions of an Atlas, which I suppose is what they're thinking about right now. And that means that we should expect Infinity to draft very similar to how they drafted in the previous game, having these two very heavy tanky frontliners. And that will give Hirara the right timing necessary to get into that backline. Now, in terms of what's... Okay, so once again, we see that respect ban onto the Lucas. Askeladd deciding on the Valentina pick, which could be a good a choice here, especially considering Yuzong's got the Black Dragon form. You've got Atlas with the Fatal Links. Those are two very tasty ultimates to be able to steal.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Now, the next phase, neither team picking up an MM just yet, but I would expect Infinity to start banning out potential jungle picks. The YSS ban might not be a bad one, because the YSS is pretty good into an Esmeralda. The same with into a Hirara. But they opt to go for the Leslie ban, which means they probably have an idea of what MM they want to be picking up. It might be an MM coming up as their first pick.
I've been waiting for
and you could see the carry ban coming out from Chaos Division, sensing that with the Leslie ban, they're probably thinking of picking up a carry. Because Chaos Division, I don't know, would you want to go for that carry play just to counter the Esme?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think that you should just pick a hero to counter one hero. I think it should complement your draft or your team's draft, as opposed to just picking someone to counter one enemy hero.
Well, she can synergize with the Atlas. I mean, obviously not so much with the Yuzong. I actually thought they might go for the Zetchi and Yuzong combination, which is a very strong one. But both teams so far, they're both hard focusing the gold lane in terms of the bans coming through. This is going to be interesting for the choices that either team are going to be trying to pick up. Or will we see Chessman ban out that Beatrix? He bans out the Clint. So potential Claude play. Potential Claude.
What else would you possibly take in here? You might. Do you think they'd actually draft a fighter gold? Probably not.
Yeah, no, not with the lineup that they have, because it's not like Valor is a damage mage. He's not like a burst mage. He does sustained poke, and he's there just to be able to. It's more the second skill than anything else to force the reposition on the Esmeralda and at least control her up, slow her down, so that she just doesn't continuously do what she has been doing.
That is fair, but he is not going to really synergize with the athletes.
Fight for the ultimate
In my
answer.
opinion.
Yeah.
Which means the mid duo is a bit contradictory, I guess, because one is pulling them in and the other is pushing out, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. But well, if you throw the second skill after the Fatal Links, because Fatal Links will drag them in, and then you can sort of it'll be a slight reposition and a bit of control. But it can work in, like that can cause a bit of chaos. I do like the Hilda play pick from Alaska, though. I mean, it is a Hilda into a Valor. So Hilda is not going to again have the nicest time in the world, because Valor does hard counter the Hilda, but it prevents early game jungle invades. And
but also, either the Ismay or the Hilda is going to bait that push away, that second skill from the Valia, and then he's open for the other to engage on.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. But that's when it gets towards the objective fight. So during that first few phases, right, Laska's going to have to position very carefully. As a hyper-broken Dota is just deciding what he wants to use to deal with the Moskov. Bruno is not a bad choice. Claude is okay. I mean, this is going to be more of the balanced matchup between the two. Neither one of them is going to dominate the lane, so it's more about last hitting and positioning than it is going to be about zoning or any aggressive plays or even potentially baiting. So that's going to be an interesting battle between these two gold laners. But once again, drafts are sorted out. We're heading into game number 2. It was Infinity with the first victory in this best of 2 series. We're going to see who's going to be taking all the points in this match, as Chaos Division are going to hope to get this into a drawing situation so that they can share the points. But Infinity, I'm sure they don't want to share. They want to go into a full-on 3 points in their favor.
So which draft do you favor?
In this case, actually, Chaos Division. I'd say the draft is...
I actually like the Infinity. The Infinity's draft.
Yeah, it's just the Hilda and the Esmeralda into the Valor is going to prove to be a problem. And they've got a nice bit of set. I mean, the Leo mod is great at objective control. You've got backline dive from the Yuzong. And they've got a decent power spike and scaling to their side. The only thing you could say that they lack in their draft is burst potential on the mage, but you're not going to have everything.
I mean, it's not going to have everything.
Yeah, but Hunt Flicker being forced out very, very early, before the first wave even, as HK wants to protect both his gold laner and the jungle. They know what... I mean, it's a Valentina-Hilda combo in the early game. You're heading in 100% for these lots of early game aggression. HK is going to be on a lot of pressure at the start of this game from these two specifically.
100%. Until he has that level 4, he's just.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a flicker.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of... I mean, Hilda does do a lot of damage. She doesn't even need damage items. Nice wave cut coming in from Cadmia with Lasker just providing that degree of protection. This is what we were saying about the Yuzong. He's going to be, like, in a 1v1 situation, he's okay in lane up against an Esmeralda. Who, like we said, went for the wave cut. Maybe the timing on the wave cut a little bit too early, because there's still some time to go for that level 4 power spike that Esmeralda is looking for. There's one more wave, but with her rotating in towards the mid lane, they did get a lot of pressure being applied here. Yuzong, he tried to walk towards that turtle. He's going to get taken down. And that's Cadmia level 4. First blood, no XP laner. So advantage going the way of Infinity at this early stage in the game. There's Hirara, gets the control. Esme with the pickup. They want to continue this fight as HK does get that passive proc to get the stun on to 2. However, Cadmia on this Esmeralda, it's as if he wasn't even in a team fight.
Not sure why Chaos Division went in for that fight, knowing they were a player down. But 11, you know?
Yeah. Well, I suppose they thought with the skills being committed that they could get something done. But there's a potential to get it onto Hyper Broken Dota, who goes in with the blazing duets, but he doesn't have the BMI to reposition. He wants to hopefully get one kill for his engagement here. But he's taken down by the Moskov. Quick rotations from the Atlas. So the Atlas does provide quite a bit of mobility, but he doesn't have the fatal links yet. Though Valentina has the fatal links.
It's a bit of a funny one.
Yeah. Well, though, if you are Valentina, right, would you be trying to get the fatal links, or maybe would you be looking at the Black Dragon?
I get the fatal links. Actually, it's like it's set for my team, because Hilda's not exactly a set hero. We don't have any setting potential for a team fight.
Agreed. I mean, having that Valentina pick was a very clever one. But now there's the engagement here onto the Claude as Leomord holding onto the Phantom Steed. Sinner just forcing everybody back. That stolen fatal links is going to be a little bit of a problem as Infinity are being zoned away from the mid lane. But I suppose they won't be too stressed about this here. Having picked themselves up about a 1k gold lead. And Esmeralda is just having a pretty decent time on the XP lane.
Look at where she is. What is she doing?
Wave cutting deep, which I mean, okay, that's a good wave cut because she's going to be in time for this second turtle very, very, very early on. As you can see, Cadmia, he's on the hunt to try to get into the backline. Going to be stunned up. The control is in there. They're holding onto the fatal links, but she dives in onto the Leomord, who uses the Phantom Seed, but the stolen fatal links comes in as Esmeralda gets a pick off. However, user diving into the backline, he manages to get a kill in response. He wants to focus onto this Esmeralda, who's just tanking through everybody, but I don't think she's going to be able to survive this, as it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade here. But now Claude blazing duets. When we see the next pick of it's going to be a 1-for-1 as it works out 3-for-1. Now Moskov trying to get back a kill onto the Claude, which she does manage to do. There's going to be a potential to get another pick off as Lasker taken down, and team fight turned completely in the direction of Chaos Division.
No, it was well played by them.
It was.
AK was hungry for that zone.
A bit of revenge.
He was tired of his team not doing it, so he was like, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, picking up a double, 2-0 and 3. Though you do, as a roamer, want to get the farm onto your damage dealers. But you know, sometimes in the course of these fights, it's like it happens.
Yeah. He took one kill, and I think the mage took the other.
Yes. But now he's going to be engaged upon. as the ultimate was also stolen once again by Valentina, because as you were saying, with the Hilda pick, you don't have all that much control. With both the Hilda and the Esmeralda, you're lacking a little bit of CC. So 100% you're correct. Fatal Links has to be the spell.
I mean, he could steal Valia's ult if he's feeling frisky.
Possible. I did do that once just for the fun of it.
I mean, it would be useful because they do have, Chaos Division does have an Atlas. If Valentina's thinking of herself, she'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
I will protect myself.
Yeah. Possible. Very possible. If that's the case. Whatever, don't listen to us. We're just talking about potential troll stuff. As Valentina, almost landing the taunt there onto HK. This blue buff should be stolen, is stolen. As the side of Infinity, the vision that's being supplied here by the mid lane duo is just at the right time. They're focusing on these buff to buff rotations, which is what you'd expect from a team at this stage in the game, just to make sure that they can get as much vision on the jungle as possible. It forces rotations out. You can see the turret on the top lane with all of these the pressure being applied in the jungle being allowed to be taken down. Final turtle of the game is up and running, and already Infinity in a strong position to take this uncontested, because they've zoned everybody pretty much away.
I think they did a lane swap as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that they did.
Let's move towards the bots.
They're just giving him the space that's necessary to farm up without too much stress, and I like the split from Infinity. It's the 4-1 split. So you notice that they allow Claude to clear one wave, Ferrara is clearing the next wave on the top lane. You're getting your damage dealers fed sort of equally without them getting in the way of one another.
And then you have the Esme for the team fighters. She's free to move here for the team fight.
Exactly. Because the thing is, right, one of the things that does annoy me a little bit is when I see junglers and gold laners on the same lane, on the same side of the map. And I'm like,
100%.
It's like, just to talk about what Jumble Druid loves so much, money. You gotta make sure that the gold's going to the right people.
100%. I will fight in my lane. I will fight for my gold.
Exactly.
I also fight for my other laner's gold. So.
Exactly. So HK is trying to find the plays in here using that high mobility, but the Black Dragon form being committed. However, there's the zoning coming in here. Stolen Fatal Links. Hilda with the zoning in the backline. The dives are on as it's going to be 2 taken down in the backline. They do manage to get a play onto Askeladd, but this could be problems as the Blazing Duet comes through. They take down 3. HK using the conceal play, trying to get his way out here from the attentions of Lasker, but with that big play, it actually opened up the ability to take down not even just a tier 1, but a 2-tier turrets in the mid lane. That's kind of big for the side of Infinity.
And a free buff.
Yeah, and a free buff. And potentially the Lord as well, because with this balance that they have in terms of or rather I would say the imbalance in terms of map control, they've got themselves in a pretty strong position. HK taking way too much damage as he trying to go in to supply the vision. Esmeralda just eats through that Atlas. Oh my goodness, and without Atlas there's definitely no way to contest for this.
Chaos Division, their mid duo does not have a single ounce of synergy. That's why this Atlas is supposed to go in and have no backup. And then he just dies.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, it's difficult. When you're in these sorts of situations, it's maybe not nice to try to go in for a set, but rather for a counter engagement. You know that your team doesn't have the gold advantage to be able to take advantage of a potential set just yet. So instead of going in for a set, it's best to play as a counter engager, so a counter initiator. Chaos Division, right? They do have the Holy Shields, right? That's the one saving grace. The Lord should take down the one here in the mid lane, as the bot lane has fallen as well. But the waves being pressured in, the side of Infinity are holding out a little bit. They don't want to go in with that engagement, because underneath the turret, this is one of the places where Atlas is the most dangerous. So like, I mean, I know you want to, in these situations, try and give vision into the jungle, but there's no real way you can actually contest for any of these neutral objectives. So the best thing that the side of Chaos Division can do is, strangely enough, not clear the waves.
It's a game of patience now and discipline. A comeback is possible.
It is. So stolen Black Dragon form into the backline, but the repositioning quick here from the side of Chaos Division. Because you see, this is the problem when you clear the waves as they push in. You clear it, and then now you have no ability to farm. Because you can't get your farm from the jungle. You're being zoned out from your jungle. The waves are just too far away. And you just look at this, right? The side of Infinity. They're not even touching the waves. They want to force everybody out. They want you to come towards them, because they know they have the advantage, and that advantage is lost underneath the turrets. As Atlas now, he's in the front line once more. He tried to go in for a bit of a scout play, but is poked down to half health. And this with just under a minute to go for this next Lord. The strategy from in Infinity, the macro-wise, very much on point. Once more,
I actually don't know what Chaos Division are going to do here.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like that first few waves is when the waves come through, just don't clear it, just freeze it. It allows the waves to come in towards you. It's the only thing you can do in such a situation. But now Claude with the blazing duet, so much damage to take out Sean, as that's a 1-for-1 trade-off. However, it's a Hilda for the jungler. I don't think Infinity would be too unhappy. They should be able to take this Lord uncontested, because without Retribution, are you even really going to try?
Probably not.
Yeah, and the discipline being shown from Infinity means they should be able to get that wave equilibrium sorted out. However, even with the wave equilibrium, you have to be careful of the combo play that comes through from the side of Chaos Division. They've got the Atlas, they've got the Yuzong, they've got the Leo mod. They synergize very nicely with one another. It's just they need to use the skills as a counter engage tool. Because the only real potential engage is going to be the Valentina. And she's been stealing the Fatal Links and using it as either follow-up or a counter initiation play. But taking a look at the wave equilibrium once more, it's going to be one wave that's going to be out of sync. This time round, it's the bot lane turret. But with two, they can still get into the base itself. Lord is charging up. They just need the Claude to try to get the focus onto one of the turrets, but Valor and Moskov just clearing this Lord wave, and the defense from the side of Chaos Division holding strong, because Infinity, they're being a little bit, I think maybe a bit too patient. It's not trying to force this
definitely. Out. They didn't get any turrets from that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a wasted. Oh.
Yeah, Fatal Links only catching on to one as Claude used that quick fingers and BMI to escape. And so even though this is the second Lord of the game, still not as effective as Infinity would have hoped.
That Moskov ult was a bit questionable there.
Yeah, well, I suppose he was trying to just provide a bit of vision, because they might be tired of being locked down in the base. Though it was off the mark. as it stands now, they're getting they are a little bit starved for farm, but they'd be pretty happy with the defense that did come out. Because if you can keep your tier 3 turret standing at this 16-minute mark, especially having lost quite a bit, it's a bit of an achievement. There's the fatal links that drag back as Hilda forced to flicker out Yuzong with the Black Dragon form into the backline. Meanwhile, the back door is happening here. Rara is going to be forcing everybody to recall, but the rest of the side of Infinity are going to try to continue with the engage. Moscow coming in to try to deal with this. Rara has that immunity, but is we going to be forced back. But the fight continuing in here as now Hirara wants to try to get to the backline. Oh, almost with that. With the pick up onto the hunt as they do get a 1-for-1 trade. Make that 1-for-2. They get the control they were looking for. Moscow, he's online. He pops that wind of nature. But this, with the base being open, could be problematic. But now Claude, he's back in. It's going to be the fatal links, the stolen one coming through, and that's going to be a double kill going the way of Hirara. And with the numbers advantage, Chaos, Infinity have Chaos Division against the ropes.
Yeah, I think they got a bit greedy there. They pushed too far out.
Red team has
Chaos Division, that is.
Yeah, too far. But now we're heading into what could potentially be the ending phase. This time they need to get the wave sync sorted out. It was decent, but not perfect. There is a little bit of room for improvement. You're looking at
a little bit of a U-turn there. A little bit of a U-turn.
Yeah, well, sometimes U-turns. I did make one on the highway once. But don't tell the police.
Dear good lord. We better hope the police aren't in this chat. The FBI is always listening.
Well, it was one of the first, when I was first moved up to Johannesburg, I was like, wait a minute, where do all these roads go? Blazing duets into the backline, Spear of Destruction doesn't land onto the mark, but the stun, it's onto the Claude. They finally get the shutdown. Chessman on this Moscow, he's coming alive. Can he get a further pickup kill there? Oh my goodness, they're trying to get it onto the Lasker as they take down the Lasker. They're going in for a kill onto Hirano, but she's going to be forced back in Infinity. They're in a bit of trouble. The rope positioning has switched. They've taken down 3. It's a 3-for-nothing trade as Esmeralda wants to force the play into Moscow, but he just wants to run down the mid. His front line, trying to get close to him. Hirara just immuning the damage and clearing the wave. Do they have another wave coming through? No, they do not. So unfortunately, they won't be able to take down a tier 2 turret like they would have hoped.
Nice play on the Moscow from Chessman, though.
Mm-hmm.
He was bidding his time this whole game, and now it is his time to shine.
It is. He's a full build Moscow. Minus selling the boots eventually. Because marksmen, they like to be barefoot at this stage of the game.
That is a sign of a true marksman.
Yeah, the barefoot marksmen. Okay, minute to go. This is like the other game, right? This is going into deep territory. This is going to be the big Lord. It's the 18-minute Lord as we're heading toward. Actually, it'll spawn up around the 21-minute mark. That's going to be a big contest. However, Infinity do have positional advantage because they can use the waves to cause some distraction. However, with the Moskov, that could be a bit iffy. We did see the Moskov in the earlier game of the evening. The last game, Omiyari against Evil Inc. He was causing so much of problems on that Moskov. Just in terms of forcing the team in different directions. But Chessman, he's going to be spotted out. He goes in with the reposition. There's a stun onto the wall. And he gets the wind of nature off. But does he have the damage to deal with this? No, it's going to be a shutdown. Infinity now with a bit of an advantage. Their front line is trying to deal with this. There's going to be the fatal links onto Cadmir, who on this Esmeralda is just tanking through so much. The hunt, he's so low, but he gets the reposition. Sean does get the pickup kill. Hilda gets one in response, as if going to be a 3-for-1 trade. afraid of now. The dive in here, Hirara with the immune, as it's only HK left alive, but for how long? Not long enough. Godlike for the Hirara. This should be it. Game, set, match, going the way of infinity.
I think you cost a cursed HK there. He would have survived, as you say.
Of course. With just like 3 basic attacks, I mean, man had the ability to live through it all. But yeah, good fight put up in the second game here by the side of Chaos Division. They did put up a good fight, but Infinity just proving to be a little bit too strong in this matchup, taking home all 3 points. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to head into the pause screen as we get the third game of the evening ready and set for you. It's going to be Ferox Esports up against Poisonous Gaming, coming up in just a few seconds.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps. Wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass. No sound, just bass. Everything in place, no tone, don't flex. No need, just press. One move, that's set. No doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest and slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but
don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath. Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in. Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. This is gonna be Ferox Esports up against Poisonous Gaming. First game in the best of one as we head into the drafting phase.
Yeah, looking to be a pretty exciting final matchup. I'm curious to see what Ferox can do. I know, of course, Larry and Sekai. Poisonous Gaming also know a fair bit of, so I'm curious to see how they're going to match up against it.
So who do you think is going to win, since you know so much about the two teams?
Well, I mean, I think more than likely it's probably going to be Ferox, but hey, this is the land of dawn, anything can happen. Poisonous Gaming comes up with some weird strats, so you never know. But Akai and Alpha getting fans. Alpha must definitely be a big fan to someone there.
And then you find the usual Marcel.
Play the hero.
The YZ band coming out is smart. I'm guessing they probably want to go for like an assassin type bundle. And not assassin type XP like a Benedetta or something. A little bit squishy.
That is fair. Maybe they just want to make the EXP laning phase easier for their teammates.
I mean, you could always just counter the YZ with a pick in lane, but you can't really stop what it does in a team fight. So maybe that's also why.
I, Minotaur,
That is fair.
will finish off what was left undone.
Minotaur. That's an
Minotaur.
interesting.
Respect that, perhaps?
Most likely, I would think so, because I mean, Atlas is open. Like, that would be my band, especially if I'm not going to pick. But Atlas even get picked up as the Grok.
Or the Belleric could be a ban. Belleric is quite devastating. But Mino.
Yeah. You can be. Oh,
there's your Atlas.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Ferox didn't take it, but I guess they probably have some kind of a plan in mind. I would say Grok is not too bad as a counter set to the Atlas. It's just he must get caught in the face of things himself. But even if it does, it's not too bad.
Exactly, you're just throwing him into your team, essentially.
Yeah.
Closer to your team, making it easier for him to set.
100%. Only problem is they like pick up a chord now. Then yeah, like then it might be a problem.
Then he's just cooked. Straight up cooked.
Ooh. Larry NB picks up his world famous Lunox.
I didn't even notice that's Larry.
Yeah. When's the last time either of you have seen Larry play the Lunox?
You're long. Normally I see like YSS, and he likes to play a lot of Granger for some reason.
Yeah, I thought he switched roles from mid to something else. I see him playing everything else but mid.
Well, let's be honest, right? Sometimes in the course of a game, do you want to spam one lane all the time?
They call me a hero. Because I saved
yeah,
the
boring.
nation from falling apart.
Perfection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna channel my inner Issa Sheikh.
Yeah. It's just ish. Because like there's just a time like in gaming where you want to play something different. I mean, you even see this with the pro players. So when they do their scrims, right, or their training, they train for like mental hours, as in they use rank as sort of like a kickback and relax time. So they'll switch lanes, they'll switch like all sorts of stuff, just to have a little bit of fun with the game. Because as much as it's nice to be serious and train, which you do need to do if you're going to be competitive, we also mustn't forget it is a game and you need to have some fun.
Yeah.
Most
I'll let you lose your
definitely.
mind.
I feel like if you're playing this game, you've already lost your mind. There's no more to lose.
Yeah. I mean, there are some nights when you sit, right, like, especially if you're, when you go on a losing streak. I don't know if either of you are like me. If I go on a losing streak, right, I just, like, something just doesn't make me stop. It's like I keep going on and on and on. And it's just...
Yeah, that's me too. Yeah, I keep pushing.
And I have a 10 streak. Exactly, you just need to win. You need to prove that you can get your stars or whatever back, and then you end up in a greater deficit than you were before.
Yeah,
I'm born with talent.
But in terms of the draft so far, right, I know the draft isn't complete. Is there something that 1v9 Spicy Men can pick up? Look at that. I knew the laughter was going to come, which is why I had to say the full name that would complete this draft.
Well, it's probably be a jungler. I would say it's to you,
Your team is picking.
not Xbox.
Well, would you have flexed the Gwyn into the jungle and maybe picked up a I don't know, maybe like a Yuzong to go up against the Muncie?
I would have if it was not banned.
Oh yeah, okay. My bad. It was banned. Not looking at it. These old eyes of mine. Huh? Skin is too small.
Yeah.
They
But I
banned your
like-
favorites.
Yeah.
I like the Gwyn in the XP versus the Munsata. What? Is it gonna be Marsha? What?
Fire of
Marsha
battle
jungle?
never
Marsha jungle.
extinguishes.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Who's jungle? Where's the retribution? Okay. The retribution.
Marsha.
Oh my goodness. When's the last time you seen a
Okay.
Marsha in the jungle?
Oh,
Never have I ever.
been very long. Like, I feel like she's just better than XP laner. Possibly also, like, some people like to put it in the gold. Because not much many gold laners can do that thing.
True.
Oh, yes. Unholy Potato likes to do weird things like that.
Marsha Gold Lane. It's an interesting choice, but let's see how this plays out for them. They have some decent set potential with the Atlas, the Vexana, the Muncie. But there's like a lot of pick-off potential from the side of Ferox. And it's always fun to see Larry on Lunox once again.
Yeah. I'm looking to see exciting things since you praised it so highly earlier. But yeah, I like Ferox's draft a lot more. And because of their hero choices, having the Guinevere and the XP lane is not bad at all because you get the flicker there.
Mm-hmm. Well, in the last year, right? Just last year, whenever Larry played, that was an auto ban. Like his Lunox is so good that it's just it didn't even matter which team he was up against. Everyone used to just ban his Lunox. It's kind of scary.
That's disturbing.
Well, there's some players who just have these signature heroes that they're so well known for that like literally everybody just bans it out no matter who they're facing up against. And I mean that re-establishment of the wave equilibrium here by Sakai on the Grok. Grok's most powerful tool is that. I mean, I know we have these beautiful tectonic charge plays and things like that, but I mean, to be able to readjust the wave equilibrium, there's no hero like it in the whole of MLBB.
Yeah, 100%, and benefits your teammate so much, especially if they really know what to do, like freeze the lane on people. As we are back into the pause.
Yeah. I blame Dumbledore. It shouldn't pay the Wi-Fi.
Just a little bit pricey this month, you know. A little bit stingy.
Yeah, she was like, oh, all the super chat money I collected. You know how much of super chat money she got yesterday? Yeah. Yeah. She was collecting not even 2 rand, 7 rand at a time. 7 and 70.
7 and 17.
Yeah.
Deep pocket.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do with all of that. She better buy us some McDonald's or something.
Yeah, I would like a McDonald's meal get into my house, you know.
Yeah.
With like a super large milkshake.
Yeah. I think after this we'll send her our addresses. And no Happy Meals. Walden and I are big boys. You know, we do as much as we like the toys. No Happy Meals. And chocolate milkshake, please.
Yeah, 100% chocolate. 100%.
So my ex-girlfriend used to do kind of a pretty interesting thing, where she used to dip the McDonald's fries into the milkshake. Makes it taste a little bit like waffles.
Yeah, it does. I love doing that myself, actually. And that's why I like the chocolate one. I think McD's probably the best chocolate milkshake out of like the fast food restaurants. So sweet and rich.
Yeah. I'm feeling hungry. Right. However, like, there's a lot of control and poke here onto the ground. He flickers back, but I don't think there's any way to get out. He throws out the wall. He gets a knockback. He's trying to sustain through this. He does. He sustains for quite a bit, but Atlas picks up the first blood. Now potential for the chase hunt here as Ferox want to make the side of Poisonous Gaming pay for this. But I mean, that's the thing, right? When it comes to scouting out for vision, Lunox, as strong as Larry is on the Lunox, without the level 4, he's not going to be able to, follow up in anything in terms of vision.
No, 100%. He is one of those majors that does need the level 4 timing to be able to follow up and just be viable. Because if the Lunox gets caught out, that's pretty much a free kill. So he's super squishy.
Yeah, agreed. But once more, the side of Ferox, they're playing very fearlessly, and the damage from this Vexana is way too much. Mansatar with the hook back as they try got it through, and this is going to be numbers advantage as the quick rotation from Carrie. She's throwing out the light wheels, forcing the Larry and be back. They're chasing down. There's the King's calling. Atlas, he flickers into the backline. Frog armor has been taken out as Nabi gets in there just to provide some amount of protection, but whoa, my goodness, this is an advantage to the side of Poisonous. But the turtle is quite low. Marsha going in there. The Guinevere. Oh, they all get outed. It's the Fatal Links. Do they have the follow? But Guinevere Spatial Migration knocks up as a counter as Lunox with a Dark Ultimate damage. Sidestepping what's coming in. But look at this from the woods. He's just dragging everybody back. He's trying to flicker to get out. Last Insanity has been committed as Ferox turned this around. That was very, very back and front. Like a fencing match.
Literally. I'm surprised they brought it back from that position, actually. But it's due to the fact that they have that good pressure from the Xbox that decided to do their rotation.
Yeah. I mean, there was some nice timing. They did lose quite a few players. It means that they need to be a bit careful at this stage until they get the itemization going to deal with the damage output from the Vexana. Because she really hit like a tank. Really hard. With those first skill, second skill, ulti combo.
Yeah, 100%. Especially in the early game, you really have to give her quite a bit of respect, as well as the Marsha. They have two very strong early game heroes that are hard to kill, Because Marsha has so many life bars, man.
Yeah, I mean, that is the one positive that the Marsha does have, is the lot of HP bars. Oh my goodness. when I first started playing this game, and I saw Marsha. Oh, there's the tectonic charge. Do we have the follow-up? Spatial migration is committed, but the King's calling, making sure that they get the double, the dive in there, just proving to be a bit unsuccessful. However, Larry, he knows what he can do, and the Dark Ultimate, he goes in his on a killing spree as he gets the pick off in return. Meanwhile, the dive on the top lane actually takes down the marksman. This is a very chaotic game.
Yeah, 100% as we do see the last insanity has been committed here. Just managing to get that pick up onto the Atlas. Can he get the carry as well? He's trying to get the damage up. And he does manage to get it. Marsha's trying to... Ooh, Marsha should have pressed the advantage there, but she decided to back off.
Yeah. Light ultimate being committed there from Larry. He does have the dark ultimate going. Does he go in? Oh my goodness, there's the King's calling used for protection. Larry did flicker in to try to hopefully get that last couple of hits in. But the dive into the backline by the Guinevere, who has to, Joda Tay has to flicker back to a bit of safety. Frog armor is back for this X-Borg. He built it up quite quickly. As we see Atlas trying to find that angle to get in onto the fatal links, but he's going to be controlled up. The Violent Requiem comes in. It's a mega kill for Larry Envy. But could he get caught out in the full ultra combination from Vexana? Light ultra, or the Brilliance form being used just to escape this. The Vexana combos do hurt, but some nice quick fingers there from Larry to get himself out of trouble.
Yeah, 100%. And for those of you guys watching the stream, now you know why you don't power dive amongst the tides. We just see that tectonic charges get into the top lane, and that is an unstoppable going in the way of Blue Knock.
So nice plays from the side of Ferox. I mean, Poisonous, they have been getting their pickoffs throughout the course of the early game, but slowly but surely it seems that Ferox, they've weathered the storm. They're getting themselves into a decent positions right now. I mean, they take down Zinx on the Atlas as he was just trying to zone away to give Carry room to farm, but with the pressure being applied all over the map pretty much at the same time, it's causing the side of Poisonous Gaming to constantly have like a numbers disadvantage. As once more we see the King's calling with a hook onto the rock underneath the turret. Sakai taken down, with Marsha trying to dive in here onto Hanabi, who's trying to get out from here, as Marsha still got a couple of health bars, but Hanabi staying safe at least for this moment in time. Carry did get the option to go in with a bit of a wave cut. They might be able to equalize these turrets. I don't think Xbox will want to go in for the defense.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Fitness Munzata is doing a wonderful thing. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of scary.
Yeah, this Wincy is kind of good.
Yeah. But yeah, as we do see the turtle has spawned, Xbox has already initiated and started this turtle. We're trying to get the zone out here onto the marsh, just doing as much damage as possible. Atlas comes here, does manage to get the fatal links here. The King's calling has been committed. Ooh, the damage is so much. That is a double kill going in the way of Xana, and Marsha picking up the turtle, but the shutdown onto Larry by this carry is... Ooh, will we see a full thing? Will we see a 4 for 1, 4 for nothing exchange? Actually, double kill going in the way of Larry.
Yeah, and options to actually take down 2 turrets at the same time. And they are Poisonous Gaming are trying to deal with this. Oh, the spatial migration didn't catch as the killing spree for the Winsathar, and they take out 2. This is game swinging once more in the favor of Poisonous Gaming. My goodness.
Yeah, as well as Carry picking up that double and the shutdown. That was much needed gold going in the way of that carry, but obviously Marsha get caught out here. She does still have a last alpha remaining, but the King's calling is into the mix. Does get the mega kill out, but Marsha losing a life in the process. Croc here just taking and sustaining so much damage, manages to flicker out, does commit the conceal play, but he will get frozen up here by the Atlas. But is there enough damage to take this man out? Man is literally doing everything he can to live, and Cherry just comes to give that final blow.
Yeah, but they're feeding this carry. I mean, she got 2 shutdowns and now is on a killing spree. Yeah, I mean, looking at the item so far on the carry, she's almost completed with the full Trinity build. Should be before in the next less than a minute before it's done.
Yeah, That means the damage output from this carry is going to be insane. They're going to have to try and get some kind of a control onto Urabaha. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of trouble in these team fights.
Yeah. That is definitely so, especially when Munzata has been landing that King's Calling. They do need to try to somehow bait it out.
Yeah, I think Guinevere has to just get the jump on him. As we do see that Xbox has been pulled in here. Does manage to proc the Faraga armor at this in here just with the wonderful set. Cherry has committed the light wheel. The damage is so much. Everybody's taking so much damage, but only Grok gets taken down so far. Xbox here trying to get the run, but Marsha hunts him down like a predator.
Yeah, there's a light ultimate coming through from Larry, but he's going to be caught out. He's not going to have the damage to try to escape this, and that's going to be a 4-for-1 trade. As a Guinevere tried to get a bit of a split push, but oh, she gets controlled up. There's going to be the Eternal Guardian. She tries to get a dive back in, but the flicker comes out. It's a nice outplay between the two. They do secure the Lord Poisonous Gaming. They're trying to chase down Joe Tay on the Guinevere. Gonna get dragged back with the Fatal Links. No way out. Like the Spider-Man movie. Oh, that's a No Way Home. That was a way home.
No, I can't wait for the new one to come out. I'm very excited. It looks quite interesting. It looks like they're going back to like Tobey Maguire days. Did you see Marsha is there into the backline, just trying to get that damage onto the Navi. But Grokka missed the tectonic charge and almost hits the kill onto the Marsha, but it will be a Navi getting taken down.
Yeah, and this at the 11-minute mark, so Holy Shields will still be available. The wave equilibrium pretty decent from the side of Poisonous Gaming. Larry NB gets a return kill, but I mean, has to flicker out of range of this carry who is hurting. She's got the full Trinity build, as you will see now, building in towards the Malefic gun. So, I mean, they need to actually hard focus this carry. But it's difficult with both the Atlas and the Munsitar around, because the two of them are timing things so nice between them.
Yeah, and once Munsitar locks you into the King's Calling, there's not much Grok in the can't take punish charge. Guinevere can't even get the jump on. And Carry does have the Purify, so it's very smart plays coming out here from the side of Poisonous Gaming.
Yeah. They've gotten themselves into a pretty decent position, though I'd say right now is the time you start to freeze the waves. You try to starve out the side of Ferox, drag them out, who are coming in here to try to contest for this blue buff. Grok throwing out that tectonic charge just defensively to escape, because the goal lead is about 5k. In favor of Poisonous Gaming at this moment in time. So, the damage is not really going to be there. Hanabi, we know she takes a long time to come online. When she comes online, she hurts. But she takes a very long time to come online.
100%. And they do have the Martha to deal with this Hanabi, who, as we know, is one of the best marksman killers, because she's just sustains through all your damage and ult you 3 times and you're dead.
Yeah. True. Well, Robert, welcome to the stream. I hope you're gonna enjoy this. We still have one more game to go after this before we close off for the night. As you know, it's usually about 3 matches a night, that we run through.
Yeah, 3 matches a night. Otherwise, we're gonna be too exhausted. As we just leave Vexana here with the outplay onto Guinevere. Does manage to get the Violet Requiem. And does manage to get the kill, but insane damage coming out from this Marsha, just taking down Guinevere in the top lane. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, the shutdown is onto the Munsitar. That is a 2-for-2 exchange.
Yeah, now the chase onto Lunox. She doesn't have the brilliance form to escape it. Oh, it's a monster kill for the carry. There's the control. Flicker coming out from Sakai. Can he survive this? The chases, he throws the wall, but it's a double for this carry. Oh my goodness, carry is fed.
Yeah, that's the worst hero you want to see fed in this game, as well as the Marsha is as well quite fed. Starboy is 5-2 and 10 obviously. So it's going to be really rough for the side of Ferox to come back from this kind of damage output here.
Yeah. It depends on how long it will take for the Hanabi to come online. Can they actually get some sort of set going, because they've got decent frontline potential with the X-Borg and with the Grok, but the fights have been kind of split up, so there's been no real follow-up to some of the sets that they're having. However, the wave equilibrium is not like set just yet for the side of Poisonous Gaming. They are allowing the mid lane to push in on its own. Right, there's Atlas. He's going in with the second skill. He wants to get the dive in by Marsha. As Hanabi uses the Wind of Nature. There's the shutdown at the start point. The Lord does charge in. Well, Carry is close by to provide that follow-up. There's going to be Immortalities being proc. X-Borg. He's going to be taken down there. The King's calling, catching up to Carry is just melting through them all. The Eternal Guardian from Vexana. But there's going to Violent Requiem as Guinevere does get the pick off onto Atlas, but he's going to be chased down. Doesn't have the dash to get, or does have the dash to get away. But why are they chasing this down? There was an option here to actually end the game. It's Grok who's clearing the waves. Oh my goodness. Was that a wasted opportunity for the side of Poisonous Gaming? They're trying to cover up from this, but there's going to be a few seconds before everybody's going to be back. I think they should. Guinevere just provided enough distraction. They could have ended.
That's very greedy though. The carry got too greedy. Like the option to end was perfectly there, and there was nothing that the side of Ferox could have done. When you do things like this is when the game can kind of swing away from you. So you have to be very careful.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, there's 90 seconds for the side of Ferox to sort of build up some farm. But with having lost all the tier 3 turrets, it is going to be difficult, even still.
Yeah, 100%. You know, and Winston has designed the game in such a way where in this position, it's almost impossible to come back. You have to get the full team out. As we do see that the tectonic charge is there into the backline onto the Marsha. But Carry, just with the Purify, doing so much damage. King's Calling has been committed. Already that is one down. And Marsha picking up another kill onto the Hanabi. And that'll be another kill going in the way of Poisonous Gaming. But can they get the base lock on here? Doesn't look likely. Winston's trying to buy the space. Carry is also trying to get in there. But the Purify does come out. The Violent Requiem has been committed here. But it's the shutdown onto Carry here. And the killing spree for the Lunox. That is a double kill. Will we see the triple?
Yeah, she's in position to get it. Larry NB with a triple. Saves the team. Gets a full team wipe. Lord will be up in 17 seconds. The defense can land. And well, Lunox is also now online.
Yeah. 12, 5, and 5 with 6 stacks Skyfist is a scary Lunox.
Oh, this is going to be deadly. Now, the side of Ferox, they're in position early for this Lord. Right? They're just allowing one wave to go through. Lunox is close. Okay, the Winian waves did spawn up. Lunox not there. As Atlas wants to try to get into at least get the set in, but Fatal Links doesn't matter to anybody as X-Borg gets the pick off and the Lord, and this is going to be now advantage the side of Ferox. Can they actually take full advantage of this, do you think?
I think it's going to be hard. Like, look at the waves how they're pushing in. They have a lot to tier. Plus, like, all of their lanes are basically slow pushes. So even with the Lord's mega minions coming through, it's going to be really hard for them to get that wave equilibrium up.
Yeah. Would you think maybe pushing in with the Lord might be a good idea? If you can get at least 2 waves synced up and just push in with the Lord.
Yeah, I think so. I think they should just clear the one wave completely just so that the backdoor opportunity is not there. And then they just get like the mid lane kind of synced up and then they just all converge on the Lord. I think would be the best option.
Yeah. I agree so, but it's difficult, like you say, with the tier 3 towers down. Winter Crown does come out. Oh my goodness! But this is the chase onto Marsha. Starboy is lost in insanity to death. There's a tectonic charge with Hanabi. She's the one starting to really dish out the damage. Hanabi is online. She pops the Aegis, might be a little bit early. However, the conceal play is in there. Vexana trying to zone away the Lunox, who has been causing way too much problems. But now, Vexana trying to defend this, but the wall with the block off. Do they have the damage to deal with Vexana? She's just 1 HP from escaping, but oh my goodness, they take down the Vexana. Hanabi, she's going to get caught out this time. It's going to be Immortality that's been struck. Hanabi uses the Wind of Nature, regens so much. The Lord is in here. This could be a winning angle here for the side of Ferox. They've got the full 5. They've got all 3 waves pushing in at the same time. There's only 3 left to defend. One of them is Carry. Immortalities has been bought. The Lord board is quite healthy. Marsha has a respawn. The King's Calling is in. Carry does take out the Hanabi. That's the main target to get the lockout. As the rest of the team, they're trying to focus onto the base. But Poisonous Gaming, they're holding on. There's been a shutdown. They get even more. Marsha getting the double. Oh my goodness. It's now the game is completely even. But the side of Ferox gonna have to back out because they're gonna have to go in for a defense. They've got say about 30 seconds to defend this. Can they defend it?
I think they can manage the defense. They do have the last insanity by Xbox, but they are battering down here the mid lane. Carry is the main problem here. It's going to be up to Grok to get a solid tectonic charge onto her and just give Xbox enough space. But even the solitaire has been also picked up, so it's going to be a bit hard. As the King's Calling has been committed here onto the Grokky. The damage is so much. That is a killing spree going in the way of Marsha, as well as Xbox getting taken down here. And the pressure is on, but Hanabi has made the respawn. Will she be able to come to the defense? The Wind of Nature has been proc here, but it's just not enough.
To take down the carry, who's just hightailing it out of range of the Lunox, who wanted to go in for a pickoff, but now no Grok for this next Lord, and this is the 20-minute Lord. So this is going to be a very, very, very big contest. Without the Grok, can they achieve this? I mean, Lunox is in there, but Xborg is going to have to frontline through this quite a bit. There's the Fatal Links, gets the drag back onto the Hanabi. The dive is on. It's a mega kill for the Marsha. This should be an uncontested Lord, which is being started up by Munsathar. Meanwhile, Xbox, he's into the backline, just trying to force everybody back. He wants to engage it onto the carry. Marsha down to the last, the health bar, but it's a shutdown kill onto the Lunox. The chase is on. Larry with the reposition. He baits out the Fatal Links. Oh my goodness, this is just so iffy.
This was brilliant. I'm sure the side of Poisonous Gaming was like thinking to themselves, we should have ended when we had the chance down there. Now they're in such a hectic back and forth match here where anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. They need to take advantage of this Lord though. Because we're at that stage. I looked like pretty much everybody is full build at this moment in time.
Yeah, 100%. Immortalities have already been picked up. On the side of Poisonous Gaming. I would like to see at least one or two on the side of Ferox, especially on the Hanabi.
So, Mikhail is making a prediction that Joda Tay is going to cook in this particular engagement. It's a tanky Lord. It's going to be difficult for Ferox, like, in terms of mounting this defense. They need to bait out maybe the Fatal Links. They got a way to get a lock on in here, as now it's a battle between the Guinevere versus the Munsathar. Steve up against Joda Tay. Two waves have been synced in. The Lord, it's making its way through as Atlas gets blown up before he can get the Fatal Links off, and now Marsha is in danger. There's nobody there to follow up. The Lord is being melted down. It looks like the ability to defend this is present for the side of Ferox, and the game, the battle, this war continues.
And they did manage to pick up 2 kills, so there's going to be 2 members down for quite a bit of time here on the side of Poisonous Gaming. Guys, okay, don't get greedy. End the game when you can.
These moments in time, can come back to haunt you. Now, with as you say, the numbers advantage. Like you can see the full 5-man from the side of Ferox. They're just marching down this lane. They think they can get the advantage on. It's all about being able to stop the carry who's throwing the light wheel. She wants to do as much damage as she can onto that minion so that they don't get the ability to lock on. Atlas will be spawning up soon. Marsha as well. The wall comes through. There's a tectonic charge. The control onto Munsathar. They pop the immortality, but Hanabi focuses on nothing but the Nexus. Ferox with the comeback, taking the first game.
Yeah, teachable moments.
Sure. That was a crazy game. I mean, Poisonous Gaming got themselves into such a solid position to win this out, right? Larry and B picking up the MVP, 15-6-6, with Steve on the Muncie, with a 9-4 and 15. That Muncie performance was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. That Muncie was insane. But yeah, like, I don't know. The game could have just gone to the way of poisonous gaming, but lack of smart decision making at a good time, that's what cost you games. Like, if they ever watched back the stream, I'm sure they're really kicking themselves. But I can't wait to see how the second match goes. Well, poisonous gaming learned from their mistakes and put up another dominating performance, or Ferox just come for blood.
Yeah. I mean, this game, like you said, Poisonous Gaming were in pole position to win, so they then should realize that they have the potential to get that winning position. It's just about getting yourself over the finish line. And being a new team into the whole 5-man setup, it's quite nice that they got themselves into the top 32, which is quite an achievement. It's just to always review games, always look back to learn more about your decision making, your macro plays, how you can clutch these games out, right? So we're just waiting for the players to ready up, as we'll be starting that second game very soon. As I'm sure maybe they just want to decide potential player swap outs or some draft discussions, because I mean usually the space and time you can get some quick discussions going before you jump into the next match.
I predict the Atlas ban coming now, because that Atlas was doing so much, as well as potentially a Monster ban.
Yeah. It's some respect bans definitely are needed.
Yeah, I would say so. But I mean, look, you can also kind of, but Nuntai out is so fast now. Like, I was watching that game, I didn't think that cooldown buff was all that until I saw this man is out every like 20 seconds. It's so annoying.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The Atlas is like one of those like super strong roamers at this moment. I mean, he's definitely ban worthy.
100%. I was surprised that nobody banned him. I was surprised that Ferox didn't even pick it up first. They had the opportunity to pick it up and gave it away Poisonous Gaming. And I mean, I'm sure they saw now the power of the Atlas. Granted, they did manage to pull a comeback on that game, which was really impressive, because that was a hard game to come back from.
It was. Though, while we're waiting for the players to ready up, right? The World Cup is, the first half is almost concluded. It's still 0-0, Spain, Argentina.
Dang, coming down to the wire. I hope it doesn't go to penalties. I'll be mad if it goes to penalties.
Yeah, like it's a... I mean, did you see the third place playoff, England-France?
Yeah, I did watch that. It was a really good game.
Oh my goodness, that was crazy. It was, 10 goals. Like, I was talking to some of my friends today, right? One guy was like, I actually missed the match, right? I saw the score and I thought it went into penalties. Then I actually look at the highlights and he's like, no, it wasn't penalties. It was the actual game.
Yep. It was an insane match, to be for sure. You wanted to really get that third place spot, and they did.
Yeah, they did. Though I feel they kind of missed out in the semis up against Argentina. The tactics from the coach after they went 1-0 up was kind of questionable.
Yeah, it was kind of questionable, but hey, the game went down the way the game went down. It was still really entertaining to watch, though.
It was. I mean, putting 5 at the back and then allowing Messi to drift out wide was not the smartest of decisions. Because like, if Messi is in, so say, sort of a central location, he's going to affect the game because he's Messi after all. Right, but it's not going to be as effective as if you're giving him space out wide. I mean, though, okay, granted, the first goal for the side of Argentina did come in from a corner, but the space that he was afforded, like, to get those crosses in. I mean, how many goals could they have scored from his crosses? It was like pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, Messi is a really good winger. When, like, in his crosses was amazing. But it does also come down to the striker's ability to actually secure the goals.
Yeah, true. This final's going to be a bit of a cracker. But speaking of a bit of a cracker, after that cracker of a game we had in the first match, you think this is going to end up as a draw? Or do you think Ferox is going to be able to clutch this one out?
I mean, it could very well end up as a draw if Poisonous Gaming does what they did in the first game, but this time keeps the discipline and actually ends the game.
Yeah, discipline. It's the name of the game. Objectives over actually anything else. Though I will say this, right? The improvements that I've seen in teams across this tournament, like you and I and Virus were having this discussion, I think it was yesterday, about the length of the AFL. Like, we're going to be heading soon into our 4th month. We're almost concluding the 3rd month. The 4th month's on its way. Having a tournament run this long, I mean, it's number one, it's just absolutely insane to have a 4-month-long tournament. That's like legitimately more than a quarter of the year. It's like a third of the year, right? But since the level of competition has been this high, this consistently, right, you actually got to see development of teams, like right in front of your eyes, as people are adjusting, because the necessary performance levels has to be up there, like all the time.
Yeah, 100%. And I was right, so this is the mental target found out as well as okay, but yeah, it's been really good to watch, especially like Poisonous Gaming. I was shocked to see this kind of performance from them tonight. They come a long way.
Yeah. As Robert says that he feels as a draw coming up.
Yeah.
As long as it's a draw here, okay, no, it's not like we want a draw, right? We like to see action, but I mean, if it's a draw, it's a draw. If it's a victory, it's a victory. But just as long as it's not in the World Cup finals, yeah, we don't want to go penalties.
Yeah, no, we don't want to see penalties, because then it's basically just Messi against the world.
Yeah. Well, did you notice stats? Okay, I know we're going back to the World Cup, but I'm kind of excited by this whole thing. Spain, I think, has conceded the least number of goals of any team in a tournament.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
And
the defense is rock solid then.
Yeah, and I mean, when I say the least, I mean it's like hardly anything.
Dang. That is really impressive performance. They just in the attack was just a little bit lacking.
Yeah. They went for like typical Spanish play. They got a lot of control in the midfield, shifting the ball around until it's the opportune moment to strike. Oh, Lisandro Martinez been injured, subbed off.
No. Same. I'm not so sad.
Yeah. And if you want to know the stats so far, 64% of the possession going the way of Spain, with 3 shots on target. I mean, 3 shots, 2 shots on target. Take a guess how many shots Argentina have had so far.
I'm gonna say like 2.
0.
Oh, wow.
0 shots in total. Like in the entire first half. The first half's like pretty much done now. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But hey, I mean, anything can happen. Let's go. No. I'm gonna rewatch the game later.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to see pretty soon what's going to be happening here. But Steve deciding to go with the Freya pick, so it's going to be Freya into, well, we don't know just yet. What would you want to use up against a Freya?
Man, Freya's really difficult. I think I would probably want the Guinevere, but they already committed the Cho. They could flex it into the Rome and pick up the Guinevere, but it was already stolen here by Starboy, because Joba, they play really well on the Guinevere.
Yeah. Well, anything that's going to have a bit of knock-up.
Yeah.
Ooh, is he going for the Barat?
That's an interesting one.
Well,
I don't know.
Once he gets level 4, because then he can go with that Daytona Blast flicker play.
Oh yeah, into the tower.
That's
But
going to be
I
interesting.
don't know. Frey has so much sustain with the ult. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out the way they think it will.
Yeah. Well, okay, look, if you can get the control and the flicker underneath the turret and have enough HP while he's doing it, with the second skill, he might be able to take down the Freya, but it's going to be an interesting battle. This XP lane battle is going to determine quite a bit.
Yeah. But that also puts him in the position where he has to have the flicker to kill the Freya, you know, when it's the 1v1 in the lane. Which is not always easy, especially doing that combination. It's not that simple.
It is not that simple. Though, Marcel was actually opened. It could have been an opportunity to pick up the Marcel. Neither team actually going for the Marcel.
That's crazy. Both of the jobs are so weird. Like, we have a Franco. I've not seen a Franco in a good long time.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. That's true. But I mean, a Franco Odette combination can actually work, because if you can get the Bloody Hunt onto somebody, the Swan Song will melt. It's only, I'd say, maybe Larry who's not going to be too stressed about that combo because he can reposition. But wave clear wise, Odette's going to be fine, as Z077 is like Ferox is for the win.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually agree. I do like the Cho, because the Cho can get onto the Odette and stop the Swan Song. At least they're a good, like, form of a knockup.
True. Because you're going to need something to cancel that Swan Song. Larry NB with a quick positioning. He's using the sustain quite nicely onto the minion waves. I mean, but look at this from Cho. He really is going a bit hard onto Starboy, but he's going to get controlled up. He has to force the flicker out as he's using those skills to get away. But Freya dives in with the flicker herself, and it's first blood onto the Freya. But there's an iron hook onto Joda Tay, who's going to be dragged back. He does have the second skill to knock them back underneath the tower. Does he commit this? Though he's a little bit delayed on that second skill, as Freya just gets a shield back. The turnaround is potentially in there. Once more, Poisonous Gaming picking up first blood in the game.
Yeah, and on the Freya of all things, that's not the hero that you want to give first blood to. We do see the engagement. He's back onto this Baratheon, and he's taking a lot of damage. Has to flicker out. Will Freya get caught out here by the choke and the Lunox here? So has committed the knockup here. But I think Freya should have the sustain to get out, because, it's Freya.
Yeah, just getting out from here. Larry and B are picking a very good rotation across to just make sure that's the XP lane is going to be okay. But oh my goodness, Baratz gets taken out as Freya waited for her skills to go on cooldown, sort of baited out a recall and gets a kill.
Just outputting completely. Oh, as we do see that the Wise is getting taken down in the bot lane.
Yeah, this is 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's no Wise for the first circle as well.
Yeah, exactly. This is 3-0 in the way of Poisonous. This pick-off style of play is suiting them quite a bit. I mean, they used it in the last game, and well, this one as well. Across to just make sure that's
they really
the experience.
It looks like they really do thrive in this pick-up kind of lineups, but they also have really good team fight potential last game as well. So multi-flick, they have a lot of opportunities.
Iron hook onto the Lunox. Sakai taking a lot of damage, being forced back, but quick rotations across towards the gold lane from Dr. Atmos on the Odette. Leslie the one just trading it towards the mid lane. Now they want to continue with the pressure onto Savitar on the Sanabi. I mean, Leslie will have a better laning phase. Now the chase is onto Joda Tay in the top lane. Starboy just missing out on the spatial migration. There could be a potential wraparound here onto Starboy. He will have the spatial migration very, very soon, as they'd opted not to go in for the combination. They do want to try to get in onto Steve, who, with the Valkyrie's descent, is not going to be too stressed. Both teams trying to achieve objectives across the map. There's quite a big split between them as they're rotating. I wonder if that's affecting the ability of the teams to get the pick-offs, especially on the side of Ferox.
I think it is, like, keeping everybody so split, because Ferox They also have a very nice pickup kind of lineup, but they also do need the follow-up damage coming out from YSS and Larry on this Luna. But did you see that the Mountain Soccer has been committed, but the turnaround with the Guinevere just getting that kill.
Yeah, you can't neglect her damage output. There's the bloody hunt into the iron hook as the brilliance form being committed. The dives into the backline as it's Guinevere who's going to be picking up another kill. That's 2 for 1. Dr. Atmos the only one taking down the ultimate snipe from Leslie. Oh my goodness, as Jonah Tay just protects Kai, his teammate, but he wants to turn around to try to get a little bit of extra help, but sure. Okay, I know Leslie does come online after the Berserkers, right? But that was just a tickle onto Baratz.
Yeah, 100%. I do think YSS overcommitted there because he is technically a marksman, and Guinevere is a fighter. She does really well against the marksman. So you gotta be sure that you have the necessary damage output to take a play like that. But as I'm talking, they're busy just securing the turtle, going in the way of Starboy.
A lovely way of the dragon, but the conceal from the Leslie. She gets herself back, but she stayed around too long as Sakai gets the kill, dashes over the wall to try to exit this. But meanwhile, it's Freya. She's just swinging that sword of hers, but doesn't manage to get a pick off here in the mid lane. Ooh. Just like the last game, Poisonous Gaming getting themselves a pretty good start to the game, and then Ferox pulling it back a little bit. It's anybody's guess who's winning this game.
Yeah, 100%. I will say though that Hanabi is 100% the win condition. So if I was the side of Poisonous Gaming, I would try and put as much pressure onto that thing as possible.
Agreed. Hanabi Sabotage just staying safe in the bush for now. You can see Poisonous, they're really hard focusing this gold lane. Meanwhile, Ferox do get a pick up, but the iron hook into the bloody hunt with the Winter Crown combination. This should be a trade-off of turrets at least. Who do you think got the better trade here?
I would say Poisonous Gaming because they got the pickup onto the Hanabi, who is probably going to be the biggest problem in the late game, so it's better for them to knock down the farm right now, and Freya's already quite big, so that's just even not Baratz in the top lane.
Oh, the iron hook onto Baratz. Do they have the damage to deal with him? Not quite yet. He is full stacks at this moment in time. As both teams are vying for this mid lane control, but there's the Tornado Blast, the split onto the wall as the iron hook tries to get the drag back. Guinevere trying to dash back, uses the Violet Requiem there a little bit defensively, but the control here from Ferox as they take down 4. It's only Steve left alive. Sakai is the one trying to get the chase on, zoning him away. The Lord being started off, but there's the options to actually take down the mid lane turret as well. If they rush through this. So you can see a nice decision here from 1v9 as he's going to take the bot lane turret, and that created enough distraction for Salvatore to hard focus this mid lane, and that's going to be now map open for the side of Ferox early on.
Yeah. I was wondering why Odette had no damage there. She decided to build Skypiece the first and pull it now. So you see the way of the dragon there being committed onto the Odette. Does manage to get the kill, as well as the bloody hunt there. Just getting the shutdown onto Baratz. Freya's into the backline doing insane damage. And Leslie just committing the ultimate snipe. Can she get the kill? She does get the double kill onto the Hanabi. It is Cho here being hunted down, but he does manage to escape as well. Oh, but Guinevere picking up the kill onto the YSS.
And the game has turned once more. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Look, if you're gonna build Sky Pierce on a mage, guys, please don't do it first item. Like I just told, Odette had no damage, had to sell it, and now is technically behind the goal.
It's a snowball. Sky Pierce is a snowball item. Even when it first launched and everybody was building Sky Pierce, there's the bloody. I thought the bloody heart was coming out. The iron hook does land. As the Daytona charge or blast comes through, the ultimate snipe has been committed. Dive in onto Lunox there on Larry and B. There was quite a bit of skills being committed by both sides, but not too big of a cooldown. There's 30 seconds to go for the Lord, so it's a question of discipline. Barats, however, he's just trying to build stacks up somewhere. He'd be like, guys, I need some stacks. I'm a frontliner here. let me get the stacks.
Let me get the minion wave, bro.
Oh my goodness! Almost landing that ultimate combo there. If he got it onto Franco. But there's the spatial migration, Violet Requiem, the potential turnaround of Mountain Shocker comes through as they take out Starboy. There's gonna be no jungler. The dive into the backline. Swan Song being committed as the brilliance form from Lunox doesn't keep her alive. Freya, she's just doing so much. She's gonna get eaten up. The stun is onto 2. Do they have the damage output? They do manage to get the Odette, but they're trying to kite through this Freya who's on a killing spree. Steve, just this guy on the XP has been quite good.
Yeah. Well, Steve is no joke, but yeah, when you see that the bloody hunt has been committed here, Freya just coming back into the mix, the way of the dragon has been committed here. So just managing to flick out, and that'll be a shutdown onto the Freya.
Yeah, now, so spatial migration, Violet Requiem onto the Barats. Can he survive this? No, he's taken out by the Leslie. Oh my goodness. This is a bloody game.
Lizzie's already got the Berserkers and the Skyfiercer now. She's gonna start doing quite a bit of damage, so they gotta be careful now. Not to beat us Leslie.
Yeah, exactly. And Megan, we are definitely in agreement with you. Steve's been playing out of this world in both games so far. Oh, we have the dragon onto the Franco, and this is the support Franco as Xenix taken out. Big pick off here as the Lord is up. So now advantage back in favor of the side of Ferox. Once more, this seesaw is just moving in different, or this pendulum is swinging all the time.
Yeah, but can they get the opening here to get onto this Lord, man? It's really low. So he's trying to zone everybody out, but the Brilliance Form has been committed, and they do manage to secure the Lord, and it will be Guinevere getting taken down.
Yeah. But now, way of the dragon onto the oh, what a play from Steve. He uses the Valkyries to set, he turns around, but knocks with the Dark Ultimate. There's just way too much damage. It was almost going to be a classic outplay from Steve. What timing that was on that Valkyrie's descent out of the way of the dragon.
100%. I think if Lunox didn't have the Sky Piercer structure, now we might have seen that really cool outplay.
Agreed. Now Ferox.
What a time for a pause.
Yeah. As the Daytona blast is coming in there, you think Franco's gonna escape this?
It looks like the angle is off. Unless he runs to the left, like runs into the tire, should run to the right.
Yeah. Plus the range is okay. Look, the charge range is quite high, but this is probably on the edge of maximum.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, so it'll probably take him all the way into the tower.
Yeah. But then he's gonna have to get the split out. Wait. Okay, look. YSS does have... Okay, we shouldn't be saying what's going on here. We'll just wait for the boss to come out. It's the mage from the side of Poisonous Gaming that just had a little bit of lag issues.
I mean, that happens, but...
Alright, while we're doing that, let's just update everybody on the World Cup final scores. We should be into the second half by now. Well, it's still halftime. Yeah, it's still halftime. It should be kicking off again once more.
Maybe we can catch the tail end of the game afterwards.
Possible. But we'll have to see.
And this game's been going very back and forth, but they look like Ferox has put themselves in quite a decent position. I do think they should be managing their lane more than just trying to get this bot lane Holyfield down.
Yeah, they can do that before the Lord makes his way through. can they end the game with this Lord, though? I don't think that that's going to be possible.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, if they can delay the Lord long enough and then get the push onto the top lane fire and the 12-minute mark hits and the holy shield falls, then there's a good chance it might make it.
That is true. I mean, look, that last fight went very heavily in favor of, I would say heavily, it went in favor of Ferox with the overall back and front. They were, I mean, just managing to take down the Freya turned out to being a good thing for them. But you know, everybody's going to be up and ready for the defense. And I mean, like, Freya is tanking so much and dishing out the damage. The timing of the engagements, though, because they're waiting for the skills to come out or be committed, and they're just sort of baiting and switching the damage, and then, like, you know, all of a sudden they're just going in and counter engaging. It's like once again, like that first game, I just can't say who I think is going to win this.
Yeah, I can't tell you either. Like I said, I think it's going to come down to the Navi, and I think it's going to come down to the Marksons, the Leslie, and the Navi. Because if both of those two get online, it's all out war.
Yeah, true. It should be pretty much all out war. But unfortunately, like, we just got like a minute and a half of the pause screen. It might be that Poisonous Gaming's mage has DC'd completely.
Ooh, that's not good. Hopefully they can fix the internet problem and log back into the game in time to put up the defense. Because I think this is probably their main, like, wave here thing. Because unfortunately, Leslie, who does have insane damage, is not good at doing wave.
Yeah. You know, Leslie's damage is oof. But you know, 4v5, especially with the way this game was so balanced. I mean, the numbers disadvantage is just Yeah. Yeah.
As it comes right to the fourth.
Well, it's under 30 seconds to go. I'm just hoping the mage gets himself sorted out.
It'll be really unfortunate way to conclude such an entertaining match between these two teams.
Yeah, it was. It's just like, we know it happens. We always seem to have these internet issues, but the pause screen is out. Hopefully the mage is not there. But nice bloody hunt coming through as they get a pick-off kill out to Jonah. Hey, do they get the potential to turn this around? Oh my goodness, Sakai underneath the turret, he's gonna be taken down. It's a double. There's no way this Lord's gonna be effective to dive in here. Wait, is everybody lagging?
It kind of looks like it over there.
It's a full team wipe. You think they got the time to actually end this or even take a tier 3 turret?
I definitely think they can take a tier 3 turret, but I don't think they're ending the game because they just don't have that. But they do have Freya, actually. They might be able. Just then they depend on whether or not they can get the damage onto the sword for thing. But yeah, they're gonna make it in time for the defense.
Oh, now the defense comes through. What away of the dragon from Sakai as they get the drag back. Leslie, oh my goodness, Leslie somehow escaped this. That was a beautiful second skill from the Leslie. But Sakai, he's not done. He wants to chase the conceal from the Leslie as she's trying to escape this. The chase is on. Oh my goodness, can Sakai get the lock on? Freya is there to try to protect the Leslie. The Lord made its way into the base, but now the ultimate snipe does come through. The rest of the side of Ferox have spawned up. They're in time to come in with the Lord. This show, he's getting a caught out of the bloody hunt and the winter crown, but there's Jordan say he gets the knockback. Oh my goodness, the brilliance from Lunox. She wins the dark ultimate as well. She's chasing everybody down. The ability to lock in. Oh my goodness. This seesaw of a game has ended.
Victory!
Yeah. I think Poisonous Gaming got a little bit too greedy there trying to get that tier 3 turret. I think they should have left as soon as they saw the 2 heroes spawned. But also the majors missing, so I can't blame them.
Yeah. Well, this guy here. So, Mr. Z, we do not allow this kind of language on the channel, so you will be removed from the... Yeah. We don't do that here on this channel. This is a family-friendly zone.
Yeah, marvelous game from both sides. Unfortunately, the mage lagging out busted Poisonous Gaming the equilibrium that they had, but still very good performance.
Yeah, so Ferox taking this 2-0. As well, that concludes the final game of the evening. And so well played to all the teams involved. Sadly, the mage did lag out for the side of Poisonous Gaming, but it happens. What can we do about it? Could have been there to help mount the defense, but these things do happen. So the tournament will go on, and we'll be back once again live tomorrow. So stay tuned to that. But so
to me, the matches are only going to get better and better.
Yeah. Exactly so. Alright, and on that note, from myself, Waylander and Merlin, we're going to say goodbye and good night. Have a lovely evening. We'll catch you on the next stream. Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.